Howdy, y'all. How's it going? I have Kat here with me. I'm gonna bring her in a sec. We should have working audio. I will need a Kelsey or a an Allie to confirm once Kat actually speaks.
Oh, I
You're
thought
good.
that.
You're in. You're in now. Yeah.
Hi, chat. It's me, Kat.
Yay.
Woohoo! We're being heard.
Okay. Um, Hang on. I want to see if chat is not in the way there, so that should be fine. We might have to move it eventually.
Yeah, it looks okay where it's at.
Yeah. Hype up Kat. We're very excited. Kat is here with us reading, so I don't have to read
Woohoo!
everything.
I'm happy to do my part for the lore and for Meg.
Yeah, Kat. I don't have an air horn sound, but if I did, it would say Pinar, and I don't.
That's, you should get Nibby to record that.
Pinar.
Ex- Exactly. Just, I'm positive she'll be on board
Hmm.
if you just ask Nibby to record Pinar air horn. She'd be like, challenge accepted. Maybe not today, but a day she would do it.
Poor baby. Not today.
Yeah, not today.
Okay. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with these world building text data points that we worked so hard on gathering. Many fast
Oh
travels.
yeah, sorry. I thought you this is going to be weird. I'm really bad at interrupting in general,
You're fine.
and I thought you were done talking and I'm awkward. I was responding to Kelsey. That would be a terrible idea. You're correct.
Don't no, we're not gonna give her access to play the air horn at will. Sometimes when there's alerts like that, I can set them to be like once a
A
stream
cooldown.
or something. Yeah.
Mm.
Put that on a cooldown. And it could be like days. We can do it like a once a week she gets an air horn kind of thing.
I think once a stream would be fair.
Yeah, no, I just mean like if she abuses it, if we're like, that's enough air
Right.
horn.
Good point. You're so right.
It can be adjusted after the fact, is what I'm saying.
And that's so smart. That's good parenting.
Okay, so what we're gonna do with these is that Kat is going to read probably just like title, subtitle for these, and then we're gonna read through them in silence, and then Kat will summarize them for us. Does that work?
Yes.
And then
Because we don't want to like ruin our voices with all of this reading.
no, there's so many of these,
There's a lot.
especially I don't even know if we'll actually like read all of the book ones because these are long.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
Those are a
telling
lot.
like
Those are all the
histories.
Sun Kings.
We can scroll through them so they can be referenced later, but we probably will not read nor summarize them.
True, would be a good use of bedtime stories.
Yeah, Allie. All right.
Okay.
So this is
So,
our first one. Yep. Go for it, Kat.
okay. Museum opens. Climate Refugee Museum opens in London, May 8th, 2060.
You let me know when you are ready for me to scroll, Kat, and then you can summarize for us.
Okay. Guys, I can't remember where the Azores are. Are they mountains?
We can Google this.
Just trying to get a picture in my head of what exactly the waves are swallowing here in
Hmm.
approximately
Like, how far did
math
that ocean
number of
come in?
years. Yeah,
Mountains in Portugal.
got it. I was at least sort of right. I knew they were mountains.
Oh,
Go me!
9 volcanic islands specifically, but they're like old mountains, you know. Like,
Oh, got it. Okay. Okay, so island.
the thing with islands is they all used to be mountains.
Well,
Right.
yeah, that's how they became.
Right.
Did you know, side note about Hawaii, because ADHD, that Kilauea is the, like, technically from base to summit, the tallest. Not the highest, that's Everest, obviously, but it is the tallest mountain.
It's because the base is lower,
Yeah,
right?
the base is like way down in the ocean.
That makes sense. Oh, yep. Kelsey also Googled.
Ah, yes. Um, okay, you can scroll.
Allie, the ones that we're going to read in a little bit, the other sections will support info to progress in the game, but these ones are like world building documents from the before times to show you what life was like as it kind of came to an end.
So far, this guy is describing what it's like to be a climate change or a climate refugee. So, like, victims that have been misplaced by such things as the ocean swallowing the Azores. Um, and it's not fun times, as usual for most refugees, unfortunately.
No.
Um, so this is, let's see. So yeah, it's a museum, like, kind of to honor all the things that these people went through. Uh, this is a cool quote. Our nation totally needs this. What climate refugees endured was really bad. It completely deserves a real space museum so we can literally stand in their remembrance and be aware and create a brighter world than what came before. And you can scroll.
A museum will fix things.
Yeah, that's how you fix it. So that was the Prime Minister that said that. The Second Chance Party UK Prime Minister, whatever that means. Um, and then the opposition's candidate of the Fair Chance UK party was critical of the museum. More than 1 billion persons perished in the Great Die-Off. Wow, the Great Die-Off.
He had me in the first half. I was like, yeah, focus on. Oh, no. No.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what a thanks to the generosity of the UK, our generosity, Diego Abella, the guy that was originally giving the speech about what he experienced, was not one of them. Sure, dude. If he so hates the fact that we saved his life and gave him shelter for a decade, I suggest he wend his way home to the Thames and jump in. It's never too late to drown. In fact, data corrupted.
Damn, dude. It's never too late to drown. You could always drown now.
Bro said, you could go die now. Wish we hadn't saved you. Dang, bro. Yeah. Who's critical of refugees? Like, it's literally not their fault.
Hmm.
Good point.
Asking the real questions here.
Okay. Haere Mai. Haere Mai program attracting young people back to New Zealand. So this is about another refugee family that fled the 2036 submergence, I'm assuming of New Zealand. So basically, it's talking about a program that the New Zealand government is putting forward, offering tax incentives to displaced New Zealanders to return back to New Zealand. Our nation is strong. Not even the die-off could bring us down. We've rebuilt, and our doors are open.
I'm concerned that we did this through risky nanotechnology construction.
You make a great point. I did skim right over that part.
I went looking for it because I'm like trying to find the subtext of the world being put on like technology like straits and that are gonna fall. Now that we know it falls.
Well, it was program is a brainchild of Ngata, was widely credited for facilitating the revitalization through risky post-term disaster investment in the nanotech construction industry. I wonder what nanotech construction consists of.
Like New Zealand got drowned, so they had to rebuild New Zealand somehow.
Yeah,
Risky.
that is risky indeed.
Next one.
Sorry.
Okay.
Scott versus Frost. Editorial: overturning Scott v. Frost is a pipe dream. Oh, gosh. I'm going to read this one because it's relevant. This is January 9th, 2061. Of all the tedious and repetitive talking points that became the touchstone of the last presidential election, none were more empty or jejune than the debate over Scott v. Frost, the Supreme Court decision that granted corporations the right to run for and hold political office through proxy candidates.
It's already happening.
Literally. Nobody could be blamed for thinking this was an actual issue. This was the race, after all, that brought us such deliciously dramatic hollow clips as Lacey Almodovar asking to speak to your Barney Atami's manager, and Atami declaring Almodovar a dangerous anarchist for her apparently anti-corporate stance. But for all of Almodovar's fiery rhetoric, the fact remains that the single largest donor to her campaign fund was arguably the second most powerful corporate entity in the world, Metallurgic International. To think that she would have any legitimate interest in data corrupted.
Okay, so she was also taking money from corporations.
She sure was. It's kind of like somehow now where they're like both bad. Crazy.
It's totally fine. Oh, this one's long.
Okay.
Oh, it's a transcript of a show. That's why.
Oh, right. I remember reading through this one.
Uh-huh.
Jeff Andrietta's show. Transcripts of each episode. Posted within 24 hours. Blah, blah, blah. That's not important. Oh, gosh. The show, by the way, is brought to you by, of course, the Rational Capitalist Immersicast Network. I don't know what that means, but I hate it.
Uh-huh. Oh, look,
So,
it's Cat.
huh?
What is reading? Young people immigrated to China.
Oh, haha. Would love to. Immigration to China by American citizens has doubled since 2050. Now, why is that? You can scroll down. Corporate sovereignty. Woof. This feels like, I don't know who the podcaster is, but there's definitely a podcaster who's just obnoxious. Well, a lot of them are. Political podcasts are obnoxious. I know I don't have to tell you, the world's smartest radio audience, but that is absurd. Do you know what's limited these young people's opportunities? Poor decision making. Ah, yes, classic boomer. I know this person is technically not a boomer because they probably haven't been born yet.
They repeat. It's a boomer.
It's a boomer. You're right. It's just a rant. It's literally a boomer rant about and them not taking about boomers not taking responsibility for ruining our lives.
Yeah, what do you, so you have to go take out a loan to go to school now. Big whoop.
Oh, big whoop. Yeah, literally that's what it is, but like in this time period for it's just happening again.
Okay, he's right though.
Um
I do want to major in Bashkor studies from stoned out of my mind on Snake University. That is true.
you know, valid. That's who wouldn't?
Also, moving to Vancouver, that would not be terrible.
No, I would love that. I'd be down. Anywhere but here. If you're going to be a belligerent ass on my show, you're going to do it with your real face, you cowards. Oh, good thing you're doing with your real face. Anyways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, basically, just a parallel of our current life.
Fantastic. This game came out last year, right? No, not last year. Got re-released last year. I think the remaster came out last year or something.
Yeah, the original game came out in like 2018, I think we figured out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was even before, it was before
It was before COVID.
COVID. Yeah. And all of, because I can't remember which one it is, but there's one of them that's very like, that reminded us of COVID. I can't remember which
It
one.
was when Elizabeth was born. She was born in fucking February.
Oh, that's right. That's
of 2020. And I was like, oh, she's a COVID baby. That makes so much sense.
No, it came out, I guess it was during the re-election season. You make a great point. Dang. Yeah. Woof. UK vets struggle. Yet another relevant. 10 years after mustering out, UK vets struggle to make ends meet. Wow, it does keep being relevant.
Oh, it's gonna be like that the whole time.
It really is. Because literally history repeats itself. We never learn.
Of course, this is canon and will actually happen in like approximately, what is that?
30.
God, math is so hard. 36 years?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So they decommissioned all human combat forces
Oh,
in
right.
the Royal Air Force.
Because they were taking on robots.
So her and her husband live with another former military family in a
Oh,
small two-bedroom flat.
I
Can you
remember this one.
imagine?
That's too many people.
Well, it's not ideal. Here. True. Good-humored indeed. But it's sort of an English tradition, isn't it? Resenting elected officials for breaking promises.
Boy, howdy.
Oh man. 75% of veterans polled reported they are unable to cover living expenses with their pension income alone. Shocker.
I think that's actually happening now.
No, it is.
This feels like in Handmaid's Tale when Atwood only wrote things that had already happened in real life to other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they are talking about how um, they let's see, few people anticipated just how high and how quickly the cost of living would rise. So they're like, well, we didn't anticipate inflation.
I don't. They're just not expecting inflation to be like exponential growth, which is dumb. Like, have they spoken to
Yeah.
an economist?
Ugh, and then they're siphoning funding from the national healthcare system into corporate healthcare providers. And now veterans can't get medical care. Shocker again. Anyways, yeah, a lot of. So basically, times are rough for veterans still in 2062.
Fantastic. Things don't get better and we don't learn our lessons.
Literally.
You're seeing the future now, kids.
Sure are. Leaks spark fears. Leaked Xiaolu internal correspondence sparks fears of potential mass layoffs / deportations. In Shanghai, July 4th, 2062. The hacker collective Idiot Army. An incredible hacker collective name.
They come back a lot. I think they
Yeah.
come up in the lore a bit.
Doesn't the guy who made Hades, wasn't he from them? I
You
can't
might be
remember.
right. You might be right.
So they leaked a bunch of internal correspondence. Oh, Xiaolu is a Shanghai-based lunar mining company.
That's
They have a
insane.
sizable robotic fleet. Leaked files suggest the company's increasing reliance on automation may have made much of their human workforce obsolete. So yeah, so they leaked a bunch of info about layoffs.
I think the important bit from this one is that
Go ahead.
yeah, the people that are with there to go work in these places are going to lose their citizenship.
Yes. Yeah, what are they mining on the moon? Like,
Nothing good.
I guess I've never figured out what the moon is made of? Huh, that's a question I now have. What's the moon made of? What do they want to mine up there?
That's a great question. What do they want to mine up there?
Hearts wins Bahamas. Hearts declares victory in fight for the Bahamas. Nassau, December 22nd, 2062. Cheese. Delicious cheese. That's secretly where we get all of our cheese. It's a conspiracy.
Apparently, we're actively developing lunar mining technology right now. And by
That's
we, I mean
crazy. Again, what for?
corporations that are trying to take stuff from the moon.
Well, sure, yeah.
Volatiles and minerals. Lava tubes? Lava tubes. They want to drill like straight through the moon and then take like tubes of lava to build things with.
No, lava tubes are a thing. I don't know what they're gonna build with. So lava tube, or like they want to take tubes of lava, you said? Because like a lava tube is a physical, like a cave.
It says that they want to take resources, including lava tubes, that together might enable lunar habitation. So I don't know if they're going to like take them out and then like use them, or they're going to build inside the lava tubes. I'm not positive.
Maybe that could be if they could be because that would make sense if they were building inside of lava tubes. I mean, it is a cave, not especially safe. Although I guess lava rock isn't gonna break down super
No,
quickly.
I think
I don't
that would
know.
be why they would like reinforce it.
That makes sense. Space Force. I saw Ali mention. Love that show. Anyone seen it?
Space Force? I have not seen it. Don't fuck with the
It's
moon.
really good.
I'm on board with that. Don't drill
Agreed.
on her.
It's very cute. It was like surprisingly good because it's got um Michael Scott. That's not his name.
Michael
Steve
Scott.
Steve Carell.
Speaking of Steve Carell, his new show's good too, Rooster.
Yeah. Oh, he has a new show?
Mhm. It's like if he were Michael Scott, but he was a college professor and he was not also still filtering himself.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll have to watch that because Space Force was really it was like Parks and Rec, but Space Force. I don't know if that
No,
resonates with anyone.
I do. Yeah, totally.
Okay. It was so funny. And it has John Ralphio in it. From
Love John
Parks
Ralphio.
and Okay, great. Thank you. Anyways, let me get back to reading. You guys go on. How do you enfranchise an island? This is a wild one. There's a lot of info in each sentence. So there were a lot of skirmishes between US-backed Hearts Corporation and Colombia-based TG Communications. So the US and Colombia were fighting over the islands that compose the former Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and the US won. Well,
Heart.
Hearts Corporation won.
Right.
The interest in the Bahamas newly reemerged since polar ice cap reconstitution. So somehow they're like, we'll just refreeze those ice caps. Don't know how they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Would be great if we could figure that out. Let's get on that. Caused global sea levels to recede. So like the Bahamas reemerged. Bahamian beaches rich deposits of aragonite, a mineral used in the chemical scrubbing of water-based pollutants.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better because no one lives there anymore because it like
It
so
goes
like
underwater.
yeah, so like I guess sure. I thought it was like they were trying to take the island from the people. No one lives there anymore.
Well, the corporation lived there, the one from Colombia.
Well, no, that corporation, did they live there? I thought they just
Oh,
were
it says
fighting
they
over it.
had
I think
facilities there. I don't know. No, I think you're right. I just mean, I think,
defend. Oh, no, you're right. No, you are correct. I didn't read that far. So the Colombian corporation had facilities on in the Bahamas. Um, yes. Wow. This is what Hearts has announced intentions to holocast an immersive extravaganza highlighting the most explosive moments of robot on robot conflict.
that's offensive.
They're so like they're gonna holocast this war because it doesn't involve people now,
Hmm.
technically. Like, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Can you imagine that? Like, they're just like, not only, like, they're making up reasons. Like, you could make up reasons to fight so just you could just, like, capitalize on the money you'd make from telecasting it.
Hmm.
That's televising it or whatever. That's crazy.
Yes, I agree. It's insane. I do want to point out that it does seem like until this corporation got involved, that they were figuring their shit out. We had figured out somehow how to refreeze the ice caps.
True.
The sea levels were receding. Remember, the other ones were like, oh, we lost our houses and our homes and our entire countries to giant floods because the ice caps melted and the world flooded. And so they were like,
Hmm.
let's figure out a solution out. And then they did it. The sea levels receded and they got back to take the Bahamas back. And then some corporation comes in and stomps all over and is like, anyways, give me
Yeah.
everything you have, all of your
Yeah.
resources. Did I say that? Whoops. I
I
mean,
don't know.
he's like, the corporation's like, wait, I didn't mean.
What? I didn't mean to say that. I wonder if that's how New Zealand came back too, is by
Oh,
the ice caps being refrozen
maybe that probably
somehow.
helped because it would have made the sea levels recede.
Yeah. Um, First Amendment virtual? Oh, good. Does the First Amendment apply to virtual spaces? In 2063. Oh,
This one also made me sick.
yeah. I'm just going to read this one. Last week, in one of the biggest synchronized police actions in U.S. history, the homes of more than 700 private citizens were raided and more than 500 arrests were made for the crime of inciting criminal behavior using private informational processes. If you've been paying attention over the past 9 years, you'll know how to parse the above legal word soup. Those raided are accused of participating in a virtual anti-corporate sovereignty rally, this time at the HoloNet headquarters of Sterling Malkeet.
It,
Watching 500 people,
no, go
go ahead.
keep going. Sorry.
Watching 500 people, many of them bloodied and terrified, hauled from their homes by police, SWAT bots, is understandably and rightfully horrifying to a lot of people. But this is nothing new. As far back as 2054, when the first major arrest of virtual protesters occurred over the occupation of Metallurgic International's holographic customer service center, pundits and courts have engaged in the debate over whether or not the internet constitutes as a public space. It does, and is therefore legally required to oblige peaceable assembly.
It is.
Legislation yeah. Legislation simply hasn't kept up with the advances of the HoloNet, and that's no accident. It serves the interests of Sterling Malkeet and Metallurgic and their corporate ilk to treat the holoscape not as public space, but, in the words of Metallurgic-backed Senator Gerard O'Neill, an array of privately owned information processes. This, yeah, wow.
That's so fucked up. um,
Yeah,
all I could think about was like, God, that's not any different than the stuff that we did at NSC. We literally, I mean, we didn't go into a hollow space, but we don't have the hollow space. That'd be like going into what is it, Facebook's stupid meta thing, the metaverse, and like hanging out in like the the like Trump ballroom of the metaverse and then them coming to your house and arresting you for it. Like,
yeah,
that's insane.
yeah, absolutely insane. Like, that shouldn't, that's definitely, I really, really hope that this doesn't happen. Where, like, we pass legislature to, like, say that the internet isn't a public place, because it absolutely is.
Yeah, I think it's kind of more that they're like leaving it on purpose, like a gray area, so that the corporations can make a
Yeah,
claim. But
which
that's
is why
also,
I'm like, I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
yeah, we had that's
Let's
why
make that super clear.
legislation should be like actually published in the other way, making it clear. But that's hard. We have to like the internet is also an international space, which means that it technically should be like an international agreement.
True.
But there are like U.S.
Complicated.
servers and websites and stuff, and
True.
lots to consider. Lots to consider. We're not
Yeah.
even out of the first row, fam. Let's go.
Literally. What these people like, and we're not even in the important stuff.
No,
It just hits too close to home.
it just does.
Uh, Nay say Doom priestess Harriet Choi dies. Infamous that's a hard word. Bioterrorist and Naysay Doom cult member Harriet Choi has died of lung cancer at the age of 54.
That seems young for lung cancer. I guess not if you've been smoking your
Yes.
whole life.
Yeah, plus I don't know, you don't know what the pollution levels were like at this time.
That's true.
Um
That's so metal.
Father Globe. I prefer Mother Earth.
Father
Father
Globe is
Globe
so
is in his.
gross.
It really is. I don't know why it makes me so icky. Is in his death throes. He's ready to die. But you scorn Father Globe. Rather than help him, you slough off filth. Hmm. Oh, she's talking. Now you've had your claw back, as in, now you've refrozen the ice caps and you think you'll live forever. But the grave remains no less spacious than before. Bars.
Yikes. I really liked
Yeah.
her first bar. I am dying, as always, and none are far behind me. What the fuck?
Yeah. She's not wrong. Um.
Oh shit.
Oh, she was serving a life sentence for engineering the Doom Plague.
Hey guys, there's no prison anymore. There's just a campus where they put you to work for a corporation.
Oh my gosh, is that what happens?
That's literally says at Punatech Incorporated's Alpha campus, she was serving a life sentence at an incorporated campus.
Wow. Um. Wow. Google University. Yes. I love that Gaia is a black woman. Sorry, that was back a little bit. But yeah, so she wasn't executed, she was spent like they sentenced her to life. We can go to the next one.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say something else and I don't remember what it
Oh,
was. Yeah, I don't
she
remember.
did provide information that led to the sentence and arrest, led to the arrest of 16 higher ranking members of the terrorist cult.
Right. Oh, I was about
And
Google
ultimately
University.
collapsed.
When I went
Oh,
to Google campus, when I went to Google campus in Vallejo, they were literally in the process. This was like 13 years ago. They were in the process of building on-campus housing, meaning that like employees could live and breathe and work all day, all night. They could never
oh,
leave Google. And they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna build like a grocery store." Like it was bad.
oh dear.
Yeah.
I think it's plenty that we already use the word Google synonymously with search. Like, that's bad enough. We don't need them to also be like some kind of weird cult.
Agree.
Mourn mosquitoes? I don't know. You'd have to do a lot of convincing. Kasabian. Won't someone think of the mosquitoes?
I
Ryan
feel like the next
Kasabian,
line.
only guy on the planet upset about mosquitoes being driven to extinction. Yeah, you might be the only one, bro. In 2060. I'm sorry.
What? Human attention back?
That's so funny. Roasted.
Quote unquote actor.
This is incredible. I'm gonna read this whole thing because it's just roast. Blood Moon Star and Human Attention Vacuum, Ryan Kasabian is very disappointed in you, world. How dare you celebrate the death of billions of innocent mosquitoes like that? Ashamed yet? Well, the 32-year-old, quote, actor, spleen vented while accepting the less than coveted award for baddest vampire hero at the Edgescape Choice Awards. Yeah, we forgot that was a thing too. An entire species exterminated in the blink of an eye, Kasabian pouted. If we are the planetary stewards we claim to be, if we are the planetary stewards we claim to be, since the clawback, we are doing a lousy job of it. The lousy job Kasabian is referring to there, the eradication of mosquito-borne diseases. Both old standards like malaria, Zika, West Nile, encephalitis, and new die-off era emergent viruses like Jornu and Tripura. Yeah, world, lousy job getting rid of those bugs and the plagues they carried. Good thing we've got the guy from the lunar mining base overrun by sexy vampires, Hollow, to remind us of our crimes against mosquitoes. There's a bloodsucker pun in there somewhere. I mean, dang. Get him. I don't actually know the environmental impact of mosquitoes, so I can't fully agree with this person, but I agree with the sass.
I agree. I also agree with this ass. I do think it probably had more environmental. I think that this quote unquote actor was probably right.
Yeah. But, you know, whatever.
He's
It's
fine.
funnier this way.
It was a lot funnier this way. Oh, the Turing Act.
Uh, oh, now there's artificial intelligence rights advocates.
Gross.
Um, a group calling itself the Center for Liberation of Bodiless Intelligence, wow, is organizing a nationwide day of protest against the Turing Act. Hurriedly drafted a response to the escape of climate intervention AI Vast Silver. What? Establish strict limits on the sentience of machine intelligences and founded the MIE, the regulatory body that oversees the development and sale of AI. Oh, the legislation that was hurriedly drafted in response to the escape of the climate intervention AI Vast Silver. I read all that context wrong. clear why the activists waited until now to express opposition to a 16-year-old piece of legislation, but in a statement released through their Holo site, the CLBI call the Turing Act the effective rebirth of state-sponsored slavery. That's a stretch.
Yikes.
That is a stretch. Um, the statement continues, the time has come. Oh, no, wait. The effective rebirth of state-sponsored slavery, too long unquestioned by a public with a shamefully biocentric view of sentience. I mean, the statement continues, the time has come to ask the hard questions about what it means to be human in a post-biological world. Turing and its supporters are on the wrong side of history. That's debatable. I don't know how to feel about this
Hang
one.
on. I'm trying to read the context. I'm trying to understand the context here. So, the MIE put limits on AI.
Correct.
Okay.
The
These
sentience. Yeah,
people
yeah,
are pissed off that AI is being limited, and they're basically saying sentience should not be limited to people with bodies, biocentric, put to limit
yeah.
sentience as like only acceptable on biometric things is so limited. Okay, so they're saying let the AI free. Um,
Yeah. Like allow AI to be like give it rights. They want AI to have rights.
well, yeah, because the Turing test is to like whether it's like their test that robots like should not pass or whatever. Like what makes a human a human versus what makes a robot. There's like a very specific
Yeah.
test, so the act would have been inspired by that.
Yeah.
Like we need to be able to
Yeah.
tell
So it's
intelligences, people. Yeah.
establish strict limits on the sentience of machine intelligence. So like they they put those limits on it. Yeah.
Mhm.
On like how far you're allowed to take it.
Who are these
And now there's
protesters?
the what did they
Center
something about bodiless
for the
center of for the
liberation.
liberation of bodiless intelligence.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
I mean, it's yeah, okay.
A slippery slope, I say.
It sure is. It's very dangerous. Who did this? Number 86. Hacked AI are just about the best thing ever. Hola, Holoscapers. To the motherlode of hackety hacked AIs. This week on allseeing.holo, user Cannibal Christmas Tree uploaded his delightful compilation, Holo, non-interactive sadly, counting down the greatest moments in the history of janked AI. Uh, I don't know computer speak. I don't know if
You
this
can
means
just
anything.
skip over the hyphen part or like the
Okay,
bracketed
yeah,
part.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Mhm.
If time is at a premium, skip to 622 to see an increasingly belligerent Faro store customer service AI insist that every customer's name is Admiral Horatio Potato Face.
Horatio Potato Face.
Incredible. I also didn't see Westworld. I didn't see Westworld or Altered Carbon.
I haven't watched either of those either. There's too many things to watch, man.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
Oh my God. Speaking of too many things, let's. Oh boy, here we go.
Let's,
Row number
yeah, it
two.
might, goodness.
It's been
I'll try to
almost an
speed it up.
hour. Yeah, we should
No
maybe
way.
focus a little.
Okay, I'll try.
That's not on you. That's on also us for having to talk
Well,
about
fair.
every single one of these.
Kids who reject the convenience of hollow tourism for the sake of authenticity. I
No, I'm on
can't,
their side.
I have to agree, yeah.
Howdy, Lion. Welcome.
Hi, Lion. Howdy. What is Pip Pop?
I think they mean hip hop.
They might mean Pip Pop. Who knows what Pip Pop is?
Early 2000s pop
Maybe.
is what he said in the first one.
Oh, you're right. Okay. It's this kid talking about, I mean, yeah, basically what it said in the top. It's this kid talking about why he wants to forego hollow tourism and like actually be in the part of it, be in it. There's authenticity, convenience. Growing number of 20 somethings pack actual bags, board actual verts, and set off to explore distant destinations without the benefit of technological augmentation.
No way.
Whoa! Souvenir stands, tuk-tuks, self and human guided, both. Wow. Wow. Human guided tuk-tuks? Some part of me can't shake the feeling that Eddie's overtures toward realness are just an affectation, that he's no more than another dopey rich kid desperate to differentiate himself from his parents,
Rude.
my generation. But yeah, it's just one of them kids trying to be all hip and niche.
You gotta experience the real world.
Yeah,
Okay.
soon kids are gonna go back to like 8 tracks,
Ugh,
8 track tapes, and be like, this is the real way to listen to music.
I hope not.
Maligned auto taxi service Destin folds. When Destin arrived on the Autotrans scene 4 years ago as the latest thrifty alternative to subscription services like Get There and Lyftspin, it gobbled market share and shot to the front of the pack until recurrent hacks by Idiot Army quality auditors scandalized the company by exploiting egregious security flaws in its routing and billing software and launching the humiliating 45K for 4.5 million for words 45K for 4.5 kilometers hollow meme that the company never recovered. Destin promises to refund subscription fees by the end of the year.
So basically, the idiot army took down a corporation by embarrassing them. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have to run an ad in like 3.5 minutes, so I think we have enough time to do this last guy. Or this last one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Our records show that you've been researching safe, comfortable, affordable apartments in Salt Lake City area. You should
Have you?
consider the Raker Building. What?
Just kidding.
No, kinda.
No.
Take a moment to review some of the features we offer our tenants. Totally automated facility monitored by Bleeding Edge Robotic Security Team.
Boy.
What is Bleeding Edge? Okay.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Always comfy biometric climate control auto adjusts the temperature of every room. Complimentary Feral Runner upon signing a lease. Let your runner grab groceries and collect packages while you enjoy the luxury of the Raker lifestyle. Our Holo site features a free, fully immersive tour of the facilities, including customizable mock-up of your future Raker apartment. Visit us today and start living.
Wow.
It sure does continue to be relevant.
It sure does. Okay. We're gonna take like a 5 minute break, and I'll run the ad break in the middle of it.
Okay,
So we'll be
I will
back.
go and get
Yeah.
a beverage.
Go get a hydration. If you need to use the bathroom, friends, go use the bathroom. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm back. We will wait
I
for
am
you.
also back.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Uh, thank you for purchasing. Get TDO, sorry. Sorry, putting my burrito away.
That's okay.
Thank you for purchasing the TDO Residential Organization Assistant. Please follow these instructions to guide your TDO through setup. Before activating your TDO, take special care to tidy up your place of residence manually. Don't worry, it's the last time you'll ever have to do so. Download TDO app on your personal augmentation device. Activation code, blah, blah, blah. Power on your TDO. Use the app to inform the TDO of which rooms you wish to service. Allow 3 minutes for the TDO to record the layout of your home and the location of your personal possessions. For testing purposes, remove 5 to 10 items from their usual locations. Tell your TDO, tidy time. Oh, maybe it's tidy-o.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, guys.
okay. I think I did that the first time I read it too.
Please excuse me. I hate that.
Cat is doing like sponsorship for Tidio. Wait, TDO.
Oops. TDO. If instructions have been followed correctly, your Tidio should now be ready to keep your home tidy and organized. Enjoy your Tidio Residential Organization Assistant.
Cat, have you thought about it like a radio career?
I do have an excellent customer service voice. It's from years of customer service.
Allie said that it sounded like you're doing the Critical Role intros.
If you ever need an announcer, I'm your gal. Except I can't live announce. Bad at that.
Oh,
I've like
God.
been watching like the recaps of the World Cup games, and I'm like, I could never do this. Like they literally just yap the whole like hour and a half basically. And they're
Yeah.
just but then they have to stop yapping and yap about like who is doing what goal right now. Like it's I could
So
never.
funny when they're like having a really good conversation, but not about whatever's happening, and then they have to stop having that conversation. You can tell they're really into
Literally.
it. They are like,
Exactly.
wait,
And then they're like, and
start.
then Grandiola's on the goal. Yeah. I could never. Robar is coming. There's a Robar location coming to your neighborhood. This special offer exclusively for print value recipient. Did you know that Robar, America's premier automated brew pub, is opening location near you? Our Boston, Chicago, and St. Louis locations are famous nationwide for their delicious craft beer selections, artisanal take on classic bar food, and gracious robotic bar staff. Why spend good drinking money on tips? Make tonight a Robar night at our new location.
Dude, if you
And enjoy
stop,
15% off your tab.
if you stop just paying tips to people, you could get like 3 more beers tonight, bro.
So true. If you just instead spend it on yourself, gosh, I hate that mindset. I hate tipping culture, but also we're in it, so tip.
So tip people.
Literally. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault that the government has mandated this tipping culture. I don't know what to do about it. Just pay me what I've earned.
This one's another ad.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect. Public record indicates that you own, operate, or are otherwise affiliated with the Human Resources Department of a concert hall, mid-sized theater, arena, convention center, or other venue. Please take a moment to consider subcontracting Easy Venue Staffing to provide security for your next event. Oh, so this is about robotic security. They have robotic security guards.
To say, yay, we love our robotic security. They're so much cheaper than human labor.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about people dying.
We don't have to worry about overtime. It's so nice.
Wow. Inebriate turns your focus into your best drinking buddy. Looking to bend the elbow? What does that mean? Is that like a drinking term?
It means to like throw a shot back. it should like drink. It's like the
Oh,
potion you get. Yeah.
right. Sorry, Mormon here.
Right. Sorry, let me explain like degenerate terms to you.
No, it's okay. I worked in a bar, but to be fair, that bar was in Provo, Utah. So,
What did you even serve? Like wine?
I mean, people do drink alcohol
Okay, okay.
in Provo, but just not there are non-Mormons there. But it was slow. I will tell you that. Um, let's see. Inebriate monitors your blood alcohol level, notifying bartenders when your drink needs freshening, negotiating with bouncers, and summoning friends if you've overindulged. I feel like this is a great idea that should happen, but I feel like drunk people would hate it. Feeling maudlin after a night on the town, Inebriate analyzes all hollow snaps before they're sent and saves you from humiliation.
No lie, my mother
No more drunk.
this when I was 14, and I would have had to do it.
Oh dear. It happens. To the best of us. No more drunken weeping to your ex. Getting creeped on by a weirdo with a discreet gesture, Inebriate alerts your posse to come save you from an unwanted social exchange. That's pretty dope. Inebriate currently recognizes and modulates alcohol, marijuana, skydive, and duster intoxication. And future patches will integrate razor wing and snake.
Don't worry,
Okay.
we're gonna cover cocaine and speed one day.
We're on it. I mean, good, I guess.
Yay.
This is definitely the best free dating app in the Pharaoh store. It's a lonely world out there. Sometimes you need a little high-tech help to find your one and only. After wading through the ocean of apps in the dating and romance category, we're confident we've found the coolest, maybe also the nerdiest one. Incredible. RP Greet. Sorry. Had to break RP there for a second. RP Greet grafts the familiar mechanics of role-playing games onto the messy, chaotic world of romance, and the result is a lot more fun than you thought it might expect. Users gain or lose
the script how it should have been.
Users gain or lose experience by going on successful or not so much dates. After each date, users are invited to give their prospective partner one of many ratings, such as Orc, woof, that sucks, minus 25 experience, NPC, minus 10 experience, starting character, plus 10 XP, or multi-class wizard thief, or multi-class wizard / thief of hearts, plus 25 XP. Okay. Loki, this would be an incredible skit. This app is a little intimidating for users in the early going who wants to date at level 1. Sorry, that looks like 17. But it doesn't take long to pick up a few levels and earn a little more attention. RP Greet's augmented reality interface is pretty fantastic as well. Activate your focus, open the app, and suddenly the stats of everyone in your vicinity with an RP Greet account are displayed right there next to them in real space.
Oh boy.
Gosh, can you imagine?
They made a Black Mirror episode about that.
Oh, yeah. So if you're looking to strengthen your flirt game at the calf shop, RP Greet's got you covered. Tech Breakfast is legally required to notify readers that the above content was paid for by RP Greet and does not necessarily reflect the actual opinions or experiences of Tech Breakfast or its contributors. That would be an incredible skit. Someone needs to do that. Also, gosh, can you, imagine, it reminds me of that episode of Community. Anyone seen it? Oh, woof. Well, there's an episode called, there's this app called Meow Meow Beans, where I don't want to go. It's it's actually super involved. It's later in the later seasons. But you can rate people based on how you like them, just anyone in your vicinity. It doesn't have to be dating.
Allie knows what
you. Okay, you get it. Meow meow beans. Like you give them like 2 meow meow beans if you really like them or whatever. Um and they create this whole hierarchical system in the school in like a number of days. It's hilarious actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Meow
Anyways,
beans. Cat's gonna get like
meow
20
meow
for being
beans.
here.
Fling your G reader. Sorry, what is a G reader? Into the
Yeah.
garbage, ma. It's time to get tactile. Oh no, tactile. Sorry, I should make this
Exclamation
full
point.
screen.
Oh, there it goes. Hang on, dog just took down thing. Hope it doesn't take. Give me 1 second.
Nope, you're okay.
She came in here and walked down and took the capture card off the table. Thanks, Vic.
Perfect.
You're doing great, Abby.
Community is streaming on Hulu. That's basically what it was, a rating system for college students. Yes. And they took it to the extreme because Community does that. Hilariously.
Yes, Facebook originally was that. But specifically for girls.
I thought this, Allie, I thought the same thing. I was like, G-reader, huh? What does that mean? Men could use it for sure.
For sure.
How is your full immersion when object interactions are merely gestural? Be honest, cutting the head off the Goblin King feels faked when drawing your sword is just another rote gesture. No heft of the blade equals no satisfaction. But be sad no more. Make fantasy come alive with shardware tactile gauntlets.
Right.
Simulates the weight, resistance, and texture of an in-game object. Interesting. Allowing you to interact with your fantasies like never before. Heft of a blade? Check. Crack of bones snapped between your fists? Check. Kung fu punch through a rib cage? Check, check, check.
Ew.
Wow. Are you ready to use your hands?
Pork. Kelsey.
It absolutely,
It 100
literally the last sentence.
That's literally cyberpunk. Like, that's literally cyberpunk.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hilarious. Glad we were all on the same page for that. Incredible. Incredible work, team.
G-Reader was just so suggestive for some reason.
It absolutely was. I don't know. The Yum Now summer sale starts right Yum Now.
Well, duh. Yum now.
Duh. Hey, fitness buffs. How's that summer six-pack coming? Need a little extra boost? Yum Now loaded protein cartridges are 30% off through July 15th. Yum Now loaded that's a hard thing to say. Protein cartridges are made from 100% all-natural whey protein. And talk about easy. Just install in any Yum Now nutritional printer and you'll be on the fast track to the real beach, real bod you always wanted. Yum Now. Leave avatar sexing to the fugs?
Leave avatar sexing to the fugs. Leave having sex with an avatar that's not really your face to the fucking uglies. That's what that says.
Woof.
That's awful.
Holy crap. They said that in an ad. That's crazy.
In an ad. To the fugs.
That's wild. I'm gonna let you read the next one so that I can have a bite of my burrito.
That's so valid. I'm snacking on stuff and muting myself, but I'm not reading, so.
Trade ya for a second.
I can read. Who's at the door? It's Pizza Beat. Greetings, valued Cheesy Heart customer. Cheesy Heart Pizza and Subs is proud to present Pizza Beat, our new and improved drone delivery system. Guaranteed no more street drops or roof pizzas. Guaranteed on target, on time surgical strike delivery. Pizza to your POS in 5 minutes or free. Melty hot or the price is not. Sip to cheesyheart.hollow and call in the Pizza Beat.
Gosh, I love that advertising is still so corny in the future.
Melty hot or the price is not. They could still say that. It just worked
They
on
really
Kelsey.
could.
She wants pizza now. You made casserole. Eat your casserole and be happy. Oh wait, Kat had a thought. Is lasagna a casserole? CJ said yes from the other room. Just yelled yes.
Thank you, CJ, for your input.
Thank
I
you,
agree.
CJ. Anything layered is a casserole, he said. I think that's not the. If anything layered and baked is a casserole. The Italians
Oh, they
right
for sure
against
would be
us, I
upset.
think.
They would be upset for sure.
Okay, are you still eating? Do you want me to do this one too? Oh, do not ignore this message. It's also an ad. You've been chosen to receive a free starter pack of Satisfy. New dietary supplement, revolutionary, called Satisfy. It satiates you. It's made possible by the latest innovations in the exciting scientific field of micronutrition. Okay, I literally would be so down with this. One Satisfy tablet is packed with enough essential protein, fat, vitamin, and minerals to replace a full meal. No time for lunch. You still have time for Satisfy. I hate eating
I've
sometimes.
literally thought about this. Eating is such a hassle. I have so many weird texture sensitivities because of the TISM. Eating is such a hassle.
Same.
I've literally thought about this. However, I know that it will get dystopian real fast.
Real fast, yep.
The minute they find a replacement for food that like makes it so that they're gonna make it so that rich people are the only people that can eat real food.
100%. No, that's so real.
100%. So like as much as I want it,
I don't want it.
I know that I cannot have this. It will be bad.
Yeah, please don't ever create this. Wasn't that? I feel like that was the plot of Snowpiercer.
Ugh, gosh, I hate that movie. But yes. I only hate that movie because there's no character development. I don't give
That's
a crap
true.
about anyone in that movie.
Did you watch the show? I didn't watch the show either,
I
but
didn't watch the show.
I think it might be better in that. I think it was a long form, like, to actually get character
Yeah.
development, you have to spend more
Well,
time with them. But
fair enough. I mean, movies do it enough.
that's true.
They could have managed. I'm
They
just
could have.
saying. Many other movies do it.
Okay, this is also dystopian. Wait, Veet eats Veet Pizza. Thanks for
Veet Eats?
registering with Veet Eats. What's for dinner? Where's dinner? Who's coming to dinner? Up to you. I don't like this either. Log into Veet Eats. Duh. Don't pander to me. Step 2. Choose a menu. Literally anything you dream about eating. Then you have to use your food printer to print your vittles, and then you choose a setting for eating, and then you use I think you would use your focus, right? To like appear that you're in that place. You can choose a skin even. Oh my God.
Dang.
Wait a minute.
Sure, we
Wait
love
a
our
minute.
friends and loved ones.
I thought the
Would
skin was
we-
for us. The skin is for other people that we're eating with.
That's crazy. Do we really have to stare at them and listen to them every darn meal?
Yeah, I don't want to hear my kids screaming about nuggets. I want to see Madame Curie at the other end of the table instead.
Crazy. Just ignore your family. Talk to Madame Curie.
Beat
That's
Eat's
crazy.
automated system is also good at serving nuggets and child monitoring, meaning like your system will automatically take care of your child while you space out and go eat with.
As they are at noise canceling.
Mhm. Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Oops, my Beat Eat accidentally killed my child while I was like eating with a celebrity.
Literally. Gosh.
All right, are you still eating? Do you want me to keep going?
I can come back now.
Go for it.
Chewing this last bite. So sorry.
No, you're fine.
Verta VIP. Portland International Vertiport is committed to your comfort. Portland International Vertiport wishes to thank you for your recent patronage. We understand that physical travel can sometimes feel like an uncomfortable anachronism. Great word. For those occasions where your bodily presence is required elsewhere, we are committed to making the experience as convenient and effortless as possible. Dang, if only. To that end, we offer an exciting opportunity to join our new Verta VIP program, a surprisingly affordable annual subscription fee that grants access to a number of luxurious on-site amenities. Relax at Deep Green, our premium spa. Interesting.
Or visit.
Sorry,
No, I'm just kidding.
I
It
was
was
like,
not important. I just think it's funny when
hey,
they cut off before the data
I
crux.
fair enough, yeah. Hey, subscriber. Nice. You've earned enough lift spin points to cash in for a weekend of free rides. Hey, LiftSpin subscriber, have you taken a look at your LiftSpin points balance lately? Our records show that you're due for a free weekend. If you choose to cash in, none of the rides you take in our LiftSpin self-guided vehicles will count toward your monthly allowance. How trip is that? Woof.
Mm,
Pretty damn trip.
that
Check
doesn't
your
work.
points balance
Stop
today.
trying to make a trip happen.
Literally. Sometimes I don't understand actually how still to this day we have so many out of touch commercials. Like I think about it all the time. I'm like, you realize you sound so cringe right now. Like, who's your audience? Because it's hitting no one.
Sometimes they want to be cringe on purpose so it gets stuck in your head. There's like a market to it being annoying.
I suppose that's true. Like rage bait.
Hmm. Oh, the rest of it just said, check your points.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
fine. I left and I was like, wait, no, there was more. Not really.
Oh, no, you're. I stopped reading. I thought you were. I didn't realize. Anyways, moving on. Greece is calling. Ancient Greece calls to you. Will you answer? The Acropolis, Mount Lycabatus,
Beautiful.
the Temple of Zeus. Imagine them not as the grimy ruins they are now. They're not really grimy, they are ruins. Well, maybe in whatever time this was, they would be grimy. That's fair. But the immaculate monuments they were back then. Hollow Vacay is proud to present the ancient Greece experience, a historically authentic holographic rendering of antiquity's greatest civilization. That's okay. Exert full autonomy over your ancient Athenian adventure. Stroll hand in hand with a loved one past the Parthenon.
Or thon and on and on.
Perambulate. Sorry. Yes. Parthenon. Perambulate. I had gotten ahead of myself and
I
started
know,
reading
it's okay.
ADHD, man. Perambulate with Socrates. Attend the premiere of a play by Aristophanes. The ancient world is yours to discover without leaving your hollow room. Contact us now to discuss rates.
Ew. You can go and have vacation and pretend like time never happened. And
Wow.
never leave your house or even that room.
Perfect. That's great for me. I hate leaving my house.
Oh no, the future cat wants.
I mean, to be fair, you can't experience like ancient Greece outside anywhere. Well,
No, that's true.
like that wouldn't be a terrible, cool thing to experience.
No, it would not.
Yeah,
I'm kind
it'd
of
be all right.
yeah. It's just taking like the fact that it's replacing all of tourism entirely is questionable.
No, that is the problem. Yeah, like I'm fully with that one kid that was like, no, you've got to feel it.
You gotta feel it.
Yeah, like that's real. But also, holotourism could be cool.
In certain
Um,
areas, in certain markets.
so yeah, avoid the tour. Avoid old New Orleans ghost tours. What a old New Orleans ghost tours. My wife and I were in New Orleans. New Orleans? No, whichever.
Yeah.
On business, and we were excited to try this tour. So disappointed. The AR is soup's buggy.
Mm.
6 crashes on the tour. After one crash, my entire focus froze 2 minutes. Plus, even when it's working, so underwhelming. No actual historical information, just badly rendered ghosts popping from alleys or looming in windows. Bah! Sound effects aren't even synced with the visuals. Soup's poor design. $60 per person. Do not give them your money.
No, I agree with this guy too. I would like to be if I was taking like an AR ghost tour, I would like it to be like informative and also very synced.
Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed.
Although I would never take a ghost tour. Couldn't be me.
Oh, yeah, that would be CJ and I would do that.
I hate spooky.
I'm so sorry. We live in like basically a haunted house. Cat is a stinky, and it's important to mention it here. Well, that's your opinion.
No, he's right. I'm pretty stinky right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's because I hung out with. It's because I hung out with Snick too much. It rubbed off on me.
It does rub off.
His stench permeated my clothes. So
He works really hard on it, though.
Mhm.
So he probably likes that. Yeah, that's what you thought was gonna happen, right? You thought you were just gonna roll in here and make fun of Cat.
Mhm. This is a chat full of cat simps. Okay,
It's
just
true.
go with it. He doesn't have to know that you're not, but just.
Not how this was supposed to go. Oh man.
Okay.
Yep. We were in Indonesia.
We were Indonesia demands stare down the gray swarm. Oh, we were Indonesia is a documentary?
It is a documentary. Yep.
Iconoclastic. Snack, what does iconoclastic mean? Interviews a sweaty, obsequious ad guy. What a bunch of words. The iconoclastic documentarian, woof, interviews a sweaty, obsequious. You are the someone smart. Uh-oh, what do we do? Haha, get roasted.
It might be like the funniest thing Kelsey said all day. I have to pin it.
Welcome to chat, Snake, where everyone already knows to roast you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so there's a virtual Indonesian package. Visit a squeaky clean facsimile of Indonesia. There's a poster cycling between mist-shrouded mountains, verdant rice fields. See Java as it was meant to be seen. Through repurposed news segments, contemporary interviews, and exhaustive personal analysis, he explores the history and legacy of the 2041 nanotech disaster at the Citarum River. By the time his narrative concludes, he has not just condemned those responsible for Citarum, but indicted our collective habit of shrugging off the trial and error horrors of the 2040s. Wow. In favor of a simplified hagiographic account of the Great Clawback. So the guys, Indonesia has one of those hollow tourism things where it's like super clean. And this guy is making a documentary showing what it was actually like in like the 2040s during this big disaster. Um,
So they
his
were like
retro sense, yeah,
they're
they're like
ignoring
roasting him.
everything that happened to Indonesia um during this like 2040s situation, and then because they're like Indonesia's a popular mic or like what is it called? Hypnotourism or whatever.
Hollow
Holotourism,
will hypnotize you to be there in your mind.
literally. It's the same thing.
Hey Swarmers, TD time once more. Indianapolis show went great. Castle Freak equals Trey Ghoul in the real. What is that sentence? Big thank yous to everybody who came and hung out with us. A special swarm shout to Lindsay Frenzy, who handed out copies of her old-fashioned paper zine, Frenzy Files. I don't know what DIYTC. What better memento of a real space gig than a touch and feel zine? Next up, a double bill with something. I guess Grey Swarms is a band.
Okay. Sure. They're a band. Frenzy Files.
I'm not a mod,
Cat's not a mod.
by the way, Jeff Snake.
Just name?
What?
Did you just government name?
I sure did not. I was talking to. No.
No. Definitely. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't know any Jeffs.
Mm-mm.
Except Jeff Goldblum, whom I love.
Right. I think, I think, Kelsey, I think he's coming for you. Kat, do you know this small snake person?
Never heard of them. Who? I can't see. Who? Never heard of.
My dog is coming to check on me because I'm laughing so hard. She's like, "Mom, are you breathing?" Is that?
Anyways, Sunday, Captain Chromo versus Pink Slip. REXW Challenger Captain Chromosome keeps on coming. But can Man Muscles defeat Pink Slip, General Manager Zeke Garrett's vicious mechanical enforcer? Who will be hired and who will be fired? Whether you experience it real or by hollow, this will, data corrupted.
Who will be hired and who will be fired is terrible.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, unknown person.
Thanks for
New
hanging in. Thanks for
new
lurking.
person. Vanny in concert. Listen up, cool kids. It's time to stop crapping on Vanny. Vonnie. So the new Vonnie in concert experience is, well, more or less what you'd expect. Vonnie sings, Vonnie dances, Vonnie shifts skins, the crowd goes wild. Vonnie gyrates through set piece after set piece that push the pleasure bot shtick right up the biotransgressive edge of metal porn without quite going over. What?
Those were some words.
That was a lot of words. Let me try and. I read the words, but I did not process the words. Okay. gyrates through set piece after set piece that push the pleasure bot shtick right up to the bio-transgressive edge of metal porn.
Okay. We're in the pleasure bot sphere, and next door is the metal porn sphere, and it's going like right up to the edge of that.
Right. No,
Right.
I get that. What is metal porn?
Robot?
I must be,
It's
right?
gotta be, yep.
And what is biotransgressive?
That would mean people like the stretching the limits of what's acceptable as humanity. Like transgressive means like change, bio.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like, are we allowing people, is that still human porn if it's like a person and a
It's a great
robot?
question.
Yeah, that's what
Well, and it does say Vani is a corporate mascot, and its music is algorithmically assembled glitter trash. But that doesn't make Service Agreement any less catchy or uncomfortable. And the anthem Early Adopter still blasts a clarion call to, man, I wish I could read the rest of that.
Damn. Give it back, Data. Uncorrupted.
Anyways, that was an interesting one.
It sure
Sorry,
was.
a small snack? I don't know you. I don't know how I would have told you beforehand. Holo release listings. Family Fortunes of War to the death. Who will inherit Dad's position as CEO of Sterling Malkeet, as twins Jesmyn and Vernal, worst names, interview PMCs to bolster their dwindling robot cadres. They learn that hangovers and contract negotiations make poorly matched bedfellows. Would not watch. Stalked by a savant. I see you. When an innumerate manual laborer finds a...
Oh, hate it. Wouldn't watch that either. No.
No, corrupt me. Incredible. Splatter Central is giving away passcodes to Tormented 666. Today's giveaway is sure to please die-hard tormentors. Passcodes to sneak peek Tormented 666 free of charge. Experience the latest installment of Jono 1's seminal Splatter Hollow franchise right alongside... What is a... Hate that. Right alongside our review staff. Rumor is 666 pours the gore, so grab one of 66 free passes by screaming, I want to get splattered! I'm really glad I laughed through that so that no one could clip me saying that.
Clip it. I was literally just thinking that as you said it.
Stop it, Snake.
Like it's splattered.
That's
so bad.
An insane ad. Gosh, the people in this studio are so clever. These writers are so funny.
They must have thought they were funny also. I hope that they realized that what they did was hilarious. All over. Oh man.
Can you read this one? I just took a bite of my burrito, sorry.
For sure. Naysay Doom is an exploitative mess. When it was announced at last year's Undertow Hollowfest that notorious schlock provocateur Lord Stroud was wrapping up post-prod on an historical drama about the notorious Naysay Doom cult, the news was met with, well, let's be kind and say, trepidation. Stroud has shown himself to be a talented, if needlessly edgy, craftsman of shocking interactive holopulp. But Naysay wasn't some tentacled monster or sci-fantasy trope. It was an actual real-world atrocity, barely 2 decades in the archive. Oh no. And while some critics, myself included, wondered if the Hollow would turn out to be Stroud's long-rumored return to more respectable fare, most predicted disaster. The first hour would make you think that the cult's greatest crime was the tortured diction of Harriet Choi's overwrought monologues. Data corrupted. He did not like the documentary. It's literally
That's fair.
always doom and gloom or outrageously risky or both. That is the future.
Robo smut. Whew.
We're on the second half.
Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Okay. Our popular. Okay, this is about
Wait a minute,
course
Allison
listing.
is supposed to be here with children. I hope she left.
Oh gosh, that would be
Sorry,
terrible.
kid. I think the ones that we're maybe gonna watch were like teenagers, but still.
Still, things got weird than expected. Course listing 2063. Our popular music courses are divided between theoretical symposia and practical lab work. Popular music majors must enroll in at least one of each per quarter. Intro to pop music. Explore the history of popular music from its emergence as an art form in the late 19th century through its contemporary algorithmic form.
Oh, ew.
Oh gosh, we're already there. Students will grow to understand the cultural utility of popular music and the variety of techniques the form has adopted to remain relevant. Wow. Despite its the rise and fall of punk rock. Despite its contemporary reputation as a genre enjoyed by stodgy academics.
Boy.
They would be stodgy academics in 2063.
That's true.
Punk was once considered transgressive and even dangerous. Students will learn how musical forms based on youth rebellion came to be seen as old dad music.
Oh my god.
By contemporary listeners. Further, a close examination of select bashcore classics will reveal the debt that data corrupted.
That is a crazy song for a store to be playing. Vape shop or no? Uncensored. My god. Sorry, the chat is singing Eminem.
No, I was just catching up. Fantasy Corp Wars just got a whole lot more lucrative. Incredible. Let's be honest, you're already getting together with your pals to compare your Fantasy Corp Wars bracket, aren't you? You bet. What would you say if somebody told you that all your hard work drafting Thrashers and comparing Warfleet stats could be netting you tens of thousands of dollars? It can. The rewards awaiting you at MechBooker make the meager pots. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
Let me figure out which one I'm going to say first.
Take your time.
First of all, this is, happening right. They made sports betting legal.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of the apps are like, this was before they made sports betting legal, right, Nick?
Yeah. I think because
I don't know when that happened.
The last year or two.
Yeah.
It was legal before that in a couple states, but now it's legal most places.
Yeah. So this feels very much like that, but this is crazy because it's also this is what I was talking about before, when we were reading that other snippet about those people that had a full-on war with robots, and they thought because it was robots, let's televise it.
The culture wave from that. They're televising it, so of course they would be sports betting on it.
People, exactly.
Ew. That is one step away from betting on actual real wars, which is also ew. We're terrible.
Yeah.
Humanity.
And they're gonna start, the thing that worries me so much is they're gonna start wars to make profits. It's like war profiteering in a different way.
I'm gonna say something controversial. If humanity is starting to do that again, then maybe Hephaestus has a point.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Valid.
Yep, that's my thought. That's my thought on that. Sports betting over wars
The
is a
first
huge trend.
intergalactic war on DraftKings.
You've already made it, I'm sure too. And they were like, "We don't know what that is," and you said, "Just save it for later. You'll know."
Don't worry, it's coming. It's your pals on Holoskins Daily. Back again with 3 crazy good limited time only skins. As always, these skins disappear from our holo shop at midnight. Oh gosh. It's V-Bucks.
Oh,
It's like Fortnite skin store.
and limited time only to maximize FOMO.
Mm-hmm. Today's emerging artist skin was designed by Shrimp Hat 421.
What a guy.
It's a cool abstract pattern, sort of reminiscent of Kandinsky, rendered over a basically humanoid form. But check out those weird arms. The seasonal treats skin for today is something a little different. In honor of today's date, 6661, we're featuring Interior One Aesthetics extremely creepy demon design. Fair warning though, those horns are huge and might clip through the ceilings of some hollow spaces, if that's something you care about. Finally, our fans forever pick today is from Lily Builds, who sent us this choice skin of Hugbot from Corporate War Rejects. All 3 skins are available for trial wear at the Holo Shop. Stay tuned for tomorrow's skins. Interesting. Nibby!
Nibby. You're lucky, Sneck, that Nibby doesn't already have like a Pinar air horn. That was what we discussed earlier. So just be glad that she just showed up and
We
said,
absolutely were.
"Yo, what up? I'm feral."
Nibby, you missed all the robo-porn conversations in the text logs. It's okay, the VOD is there.
Brings it back. It's basically just cyberpunk, but in lore form.
Yeah. It was made computer explode my Pinar months ago. That's rough, bud. I am so sick of these robot battle holos. See, I thought because I read this one like a while ago when you picked it up, and I thought this meant like, like we have like combat robot
Yeah.
like battles in like they're just like little robot, like a toaster-sized robot fighting other toaster-sized robots. That's my thought, and now it's a totally different thing.
No, it's really, really the real battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
shit.
robot battle holos. How many of these things can you watch before you realize that every single episode is exactly the same? You show up on the battlefield, you watch a bunch of Thrasher bots tear each other up, you choose which corp you're going to root for, explosions, 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 and then it's over. Am I the idiot? Everyone else seems to love this stuff.
It's not even exciting. Oh wait, it's weird that they put you like on the battlefield. I know that that's part of the point, but like, man, this.
I agree. I wouldn't like that. No, literally. I mean, it is robot death, but still.
Okay, but how many times have we fought robots in this game and it's still like exciting every time?
True. That is true.
I'm sorry that your
brain melted out your ears. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe you should just keep laying down and keep resting.
China sick. I'm also China sick.
Oh. Oh,
How
Kat, did you
relevant.
write this?
I guess I did. I have to be honest, I miss Guangdong already. I had a purpose there. I was busy all the time. Nobody here seems to get it. Sandy and Vanessa took me out last week. Welcome home, I guess. Some guy at the bar freaks out when he overhears how I just got back, acts like I was living underground with mole people or something. Like I should have been ashamed. I actually wanted to have a job and work for a living. Ugh, guess it's reverse culture shock. Or maybe I should just go back.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I heard Wuthering Heights was not, um, yeah, not
Yeah, I've
interpreting
never read
the book.
or watched, but I knew it was supposed to be sad, so I'm like, absolutely not. I'll stay away. It's more Snick's area of expertise.
Why do you want to bribe me so bad? What are you trying to hide, Snick? I'm not a corrupt politician. I don't accept bribes. I tell my dog all the time. She tries to extort me. Can't do it.
She's a tough mom. She won't give in. She's the one. Hey, future Greg. It's me, Greg. Prediction. Allison is the one. I know it's just one date, but it's her. We went to the transportation history exhibit at the phrase. Yeah. We got to drive a car. Like, actually drive one of the old ones with the wheel and the foot things. It was terrifying, but when I took this turn too fast, Allison's hand shot over to mine and clamped on it. The awkward distance was shattered. She looked at me, and I could see in her face that she felt exactly the same. Mark my words, Allison and Greg forever.
I sure hope so, bud.
Don't throw up, Nibby.
Is it because you keep trying to sit up? Right, we have another ad break in 5 minutes, so we can do like a couple more, and then we'll have to break again.
Mexico. Crowther is going to kill me. Got buzzed this morning, notifying me that Metallurgic had occupied two of our Mexico Helium-3 facilities. No declaration of intent, no warning, just bam. So of course the blame's on me. I could file a grievance with the ICC, but that only covers the company's ass, not mine. Could get Great Lakes interdiction on the line, maybe clean up the mess by Monday, but my line of credit's strained as it is. How did they slip past the sniffers? Where were our thrashers? It's bad. So bad.
Oh, no. He let his corporate building get taken by Metallurgic.
That's exactly what Nibs did. Well, maybe not today. Yesterday, for sure.
Was it yesterday? I thought it was the day before that. Very
I-
recently.
It could have been the day before that.
Charmaine's a lot of work.
Yeah, that is very true. Oh, Hashimoto's, yeah.
Yeah, she's sitting.
That'll do it. I've been studying for this corporate engagement exam for 7 hours, and I haven't retained any of it. Dad pinged my focus earlier, asked how I was doing. Great, I said, even told him I was the star pupil of this class, that I was already getting offers from the Eastern Warfleet Corps. Just panicked and lied. What am I going to do if I don't pass? I'll have to go work for some third-party contractor or something. If they'll even have me, I'm screwed.
Oh no, buddy. These ones are at least little quick.
It's us now, but in the future this time.
True.
Yeah. We did talk about that a lot earlier while you weren't here. But you are correct and on the same page as us. Finally got a lead on a vat meat supplier out of Tulsa. Seems affordable. Samples scheduled for delivery later tonight. They do everything. Beef, chicken, pork, mutton, even alligator jerky, which I didn't even realize was something people want. If the quality is adequate, this enterprise kicks into high gear. Stuff what Dad said about real space dining. Legacy industry, my ass.
Oh, they want to open a real, like, restaurant.
Well,
instead of
yeah,
food.
with that meat. Mm.
Yum.
Let's not go. Tulsa is where the vat meat place was, so. Okay, journaling. A thing I do now, apparently, that I'm supposed to do, says Dr. McLaughlin. Seems like pop psych crap, if you ask me, the kind of narcissistic BS second chancers are into. When they take a break from blaming sleepers like me for die off anyway. Okay. Excuse me. As though they have anything to recover from. What the trauma. What. Okay, sorry. Let me start over. What? The trauma of having other people save the world for you so you can criticize them for screwing it up in the first place? I mean, sorry I had to sorry I had to watch half the world drown while the other half died of thirst or famine. I don't know. McLaughlin says this kind of cynicism is common to folks my age. But if that's true, why aren't we talking to each other about it? Getting old just feels lonely. No second chances for us.
That's so depressing. So they're like, yeah, we did our best. We tried to get the world to survive. It was like drowning, and then people were dying, and now they're like, oh, you guys fucked up.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
Hmm.
It's great. Okay, so ads are gonna run. We are gonna be back in like 5 minutes. We will, everybody take a break, get something to drink, grab a snack. We'll be back.
Okie doke.
Whoa. Allie's new name is Greg. Is she the one who wrote the letter to herself?
Probably. Greg loves Allison.
Allison.
Yeah.
We do have a friend, Allison.
Oh.
That's Lion.
Greg and Allison forever.
Allie and Lion, you hear that? This is a joke. Um, you can press 600 pounds, Nibby? What the
I'll be
fuck?
buff.
I know you're buff, but that's crazy.
Dang.
Oh, so I'm getting canes for the whole group.
I have never had canes. Don't know what they have.
It's literally just chicken fingers.
Oh, wow.
Or like chicken strips. I mean, they're
So
seasoned.
it's kind of like Chick-fil-A.
Yes, but from the
Okay.
South. They have a
Got
sauce
it.
that's like South by South I mean like Tennessee. I think that thereabouts. Um,
Yeah, no, I figured you
yeah.
meant over there.
It's amazing chicken, literally. I every time. Okay, I have something funny to tell you. Kelsey and Lion and I decided that this year we were going to take more selfies. And we saw a guy do a trend where he took one every time he got a Baja Blast. And so we
Mm.
all three picked different things that we would take selfies with. And I literally picked Cane's chicken because I love Cane's
Dang.
chicken. They're like lightly seasoned. It's mostly the sauce that's seasoned.
Mm.
That's like the sauce is very like flavorful and peppered and stuff. They're really just like, salt and pepper, the chicken strips, but
Go swallow a worm on a hook.
they stuff a bass for real. Oh my god. Nibby, that was multi-leveled. She was telling him to go get on the hook not only because like go take a hike, but because she was saying his taste is like that of a bass. Oh my god. She's so smart. Don't
She's
tell her I
literally
said
next
that.
level.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I guess it's okay if it crashed because we weren't actually doing anything, but damn.
Yeah.
I gotta speed past the music or else it'll like content warning me. Copyright.
Got it.
That was perfect execution, Nibby. Okay, we were at data point. God, what did we just do?
We were on
She's the
a
one.
log about therapy.
Cram, supplier. We did that.
Yeah.
Was it Sleeper? We just read Sleeper. Okay,
Yeah.
we're here back. No, Idiot Army.
Okay. I'm not sure what I expected being part of a hacker collective to be like exactly, but so far the whole Idiot Army thing has been anticlimactic. Turns out being a world-renowned cyber threat mostly consists of hanging out in intentionally tacky-looking hollow spaces with dudes in anonymizing skins, most of which are like meme-based.
Mm,
Like there's a dude, or maybe a few dudes, with a skin modeled after that incredulous pigeon reaction hollow.
great.
Couple guys who are literally just walking kapok trees. I asked someone what the next big operation would be. I even had suggestions: doxing Far Zenith, fixing corporate war bots. Come on. And he called me a turd baron. I remember that.
Turd
I
Baron.
remember turd baron being the most incredible insult. Turd Baron.
Heard Baron, sorry. I was telling Kelsey. I had to tell her that she was forgiven.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
We sold Canes to her for like 2 years before convincing her to try it, and then she was like underwhelming for her.
Yeah, and their Texas toast sucks. Not sorry about that.
I don't like Texas toast. I don't like their Texas toast. I usually get double fries, no Texas toast. But that's just me.
Okay. Hollow haunting. The rest of the paranormal research community remains intransigent.
Mhm.
This is no great surprise. I knew my theories would be received as radical apostasy. However, the time is coming, and coming soon, when the body of research on paranormal phenomena will be forced to contend with the simple fact that virtual spaces are as easily occupied by the spirits of the restless dead as physical spaces. This is not mere speculation. It was I who witnessed the screaming spirit that drifts between the discussion rooms of the International Alliance of Knitting Enthusiasts. Okay. It was I who listened in stunned shock to the hushed mad whispers writhing beneath the diegetic soundscape of goblination. Like spectral refugees, the spirits of the dead flee our realm to reside in the hollowscape, and I intend to discover the reason.
Hey man, I think sometimes digital things just have like noise and feedback, and
Agreed.
viruses exist. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Because if I was gonna be a screaming spirit, I would go to the knitting whatever it was called. I
Yeah,
forgot.
just to like scream. Just
Yeah,
anytime
that's
someone
where I'd
shows a
go.
pattern I don't like, I'm gonna
Hmm.
yell.
Yes, exactly.
No, Allie, she has Hashimoto's. God, that's so insensitive. Just kidding. I love you. No, she did have a Hashimoto's flare up today though and have to leave work early. She does not feel good.
um, Looks like I'm headed to the moon. Met with Jerry today, and he told me some of our helium-3 mines are producing well below specs. Oh, so they're helium mining. Is that a thing on the moon?
I guess it said resources. Yeah, like minerals and stuff.
I suppose. That's an air, though. Well, not an air. It's a gas, excuse me. Uh, drone, o- Drone Ops has eyes on the ground up there, but even they can't say what's causing the problems. So the Corp is going to send up a team to investigate firsthand. Low G training starts Monday. Luna, here I come.
This is gonna go perfectly well. This is how horror movies start, actually.
Literally. Have you ever seen that one movie from Doctor Who? It's like
Oh my
something about the
god.
waters of Mars. That one
Yes. With the
scared the life out of me.
there were so many in his like specific series.
In Tenants. Yeah, in Tenants, it was there were so many scary ones.
Yes. So I that
There
one
was
and the one with their on the spaceport with all the people.
yes. Yes. And
And
like the devil or something.
mhm.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then there's the one that's like, well, I mean, the Vashta Narada is scary, but also funny. The one with the library.
Mhm. The
Yeah.
one where they're on the spacecraft the whole time is horrifying.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember the one where they're on the Diamond Planet? And like, actually, I think Donna's not there. It was just
That's the one I'm
him.
talking about.
That,
Donna's like
that
there.
one is
She's like in a freaking tourist chair, and then
spa or
yes,
something. Yeah.
yes, that was
Yeah.
the one I'm
That one
talking about.
scares me so
Horrifying.
hard. Literally, there's no spooky creatures or anything. It's just, it's so scary.
It's
Yeah.
such
I
a
tried
well
to tell
done
Snake that one, and he's like, it wasn't that bad.
room episode, like where they don't ever like leave the set of one
Yeah.
room.
Bottle episode.
That's exactly.
Abed. I know lots of things because Abed.
Abed. That makes sense. Oh, a chat.
Oh, to Scoop 28 Mister. The Scoop. I feel like there's. Whatever. Some dude on the tormented boards is claiming to be Vast Silver. Laughs. No, dude. No. They caught Vast Silver 20 years ago. Right? What's he doing? Come see. Can't. Communin. He's got a pretty flash skin, but why would Vast Silver be hanging out on a tormented board? Rogue AIs dig horror hollows. Duh. Laughs. I come to regulate Earth's climate and complain about fifth installment. Laughs.
Oh boy.
I feel like I want to start saying laughs now.
Me too.
Not
Just
out loud in chat.
Laughs.
The new meta instead of LOL.
Laughs.
I must thank you. From Duncan Rorig to Samuel Powell. Subject, I must thank you. Dear Mr. Powell, I am writing in response to your message that you sent me asking me how I am since the verdict was reversed. I am doing well. Sometimes it is very difficult to get used to how things are now. Many things have changed and the world moves very quick. My nephew Dale is trying to teach me how to use an OG called a Focus, but it is hard to learn. I also miss driving a car very much. Few in the hauler had the robot cars when I was young. Now everyone uses them and it feels strange to not be in control. Valid. I would hate that. Be in control when I go out of my house. However, it is better than prison.
Wow.
Probably true. I see my family every day. I'm able to play guitar again. You are the reason I am free. Thank you for believing I was innocent when no one else did. I do not know if you are a religious man, Mr. Powell, but I believe God sent you to me when I most needed you. Thank you. Duncan Rorig. Okay. Who's Duncan?
I was looking for the year on this. Like, when did cars go away?
Yeah. I don't know.
This one.
Hollow potluck, anyone? Incredible. Oh, good luck, Nibby. You're so brave.
Please don't fall over. We love you. Godspeed.
Stop tickling Greg's toes. Snake 2 zooted?
Oh yeah, he said his snacks.
Oh yeah, his snacks have kicked in. Yeah. Okay, I want to get something off my chest right now because this needs to be said. To all Jessie fans and to the entire Romantic Fortunes fan community, Jessica Sterling should not win Romantic Fortunes. This is so obvious to anyone who actually pays attention. I used to be like you guys. Last season, I wanted Jessica to win, but as of episode 3.1, she has gone too far. Were you people even watching when she rejected Lewis, the sweetest human being on the planet? He stood by her through everything. The Alaska Inquisition, that time the Harrier bots malfunctioned mid-battle. The only reason Jessica has had any success is because Luis had her back. He loves her, and she doesn't even care. This is why I am throwing my support behind Vernon. I do not take this decision lightly. I was a Jessie fan for 2 whole seasons. Jessica is the whole reason I even care about Sterling Malkeith. But as a fan, I cannot continue to support someone as heartless. Luis, you can do better.
Okay, my question is, Sterling Malkeith is a real corporation, right?
No, that's the thing.
They're
that's
like live streaming reality shows about their own goings on. Is that what's happening?
I guess, because I remember earlier they said in one of the earlier notes, it said that there was something that they were going to show. There was a schedule for shows coming on.
Oh, right.
A release.
Right. Yeah,
remember?
Yeah,
and one of them had the heirs to Sterling Malkeith.
Oh.
Doing something. Do you remember that?
Yes. What was that called? No. Course listing? No. I don't want to keep doing this forever, but
It was something about
this one.
uh
Family
Hollow
approaching
Listings. Yeah.
more.
Who
Okay,
will
so
inherit Dodd's? It says to the death. Who will inherit Dodd's position as CEO of Sterling Malkeet as twins Jessamine and Vernal. So and she called they in that other one it was Jessica or Jess yeah, was it Jessica? Jessica and Vernon.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was Jessica and Vernon, and this is Jessamine and Vernal. So it must be the same people. Yeah,
Jessica
like like Succession, but reality show.
Vernon. Right, so it's either the same people or it's like, different generations or whatever. But like it's about the Sterling
Something.
Malkeet family for sure. They're real
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. That's dystopian.
hmm I mean, that is like essentially the Kardashians, but instead the Kardashians were about like a family doing war stuff.
Yeah. This is why I love you, Greg. Stick marshmallows in your ear hole. Oh.
It's because my ears is too loud.
I love chat so much. Um, Serafina, hey, Lars, hey, how's it going? Fine, bored though. Yeah, Wednesday nights. You're really cute, Lars. Thanks, you too. Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Oh, you're a honeybot. Haha, what? No, silly. Okay, if you're not a honeybot, tell me about the most earth-shattering work of art you've ever seen. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about the last time you experienced heartache. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about an experience your friends enjoyed, but about which you were ambivalent. Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Holy crap, you're not even a good honeypot. You suck. You're funny, Lars.
So we're gonna pick up laughs. We're gonna pick up your funny Lars.
Yes, you're funny, Lars. If ever I don't want to answer a question,
You're
just,
funny
you're funny,
Lars.
Lars. I'm writing this down, by the way.
Oh yeah, laughs. You're funny Lars.
No, and that's so valid, Kelsey. Who just has earplugs on hand? But maybe marshmallows. Um, Gina, hey, where are you? Ugh. Or hark. Ugh, stuck on 75. This auto nav sys keeps taking wrong exits. Seriously? Yup. Was going to see if you could pick up dinner. No tikka masala? Food printer's acting weird. Installed the tikka module. Spat red protein goop across the kitchen. Took Tidyo 8 minutes to clean up. Maybe order a pizza? Not sure when this crazy thing is gonna get me home.
Pizza beans.
Installed the Tika module. Incredible.
Uh-oh. I
We
think
are
things are
so
getting
close.
real.
Oh. All personnel currently assigned to Company E, 5th Battalion, 3rd Civilian Guard, Baton, blah, blah. Report to Verticarrier Bay Onyx 0500 and board assigned Vert departure, blah, blah, blah. Arrive in Mozambique. Lodging assignments and duty schedules to be received. Assist FADM personnel and Mozambican civilian battalions in construction of defensive obstacles along channel coast and ballistic perimeter shielding around the Aeroporto International de Beira. Upon completion of construction duties, participate in combat and base defense training operations in anticipation of enemy contact. Oh, this is about Operation Enduring Victory. As always, comport yourself as to be credit to your unit, your country, the goals of Operation Enduring Victory, and yourself.
Now, Enduring
Yeah.
Victory is the one where they were basically like just hold off the machines as long as possible.
Yeah, basically. Like, It was basically throwing, like he said, throwing bodies at the problem, at the swarm of robots coming to kill the entire Earth, long enough to buy time for Horizon Zero Dawn to work.
Right. We're in it now.
Yeah, that took a very quick turn. From Izzy Mandel to Merc Oslo.
I guess
What scares me?
it would for like the public, right? They wouldn't know anything was happening, and then all of a sudden it would just like shift.
True. It did kind of happen subtly for them too. Like, because I mean, when Ted was like, "Hey, Elizabeth, can you figure this out?" And she was like, "Yeah, I finally figured it out. We're fucked."
That's true. Yeah. And it was not like all disasters yet. There was like one or two.
Yeah. Um, Merc, remember what I told you in my last message about how scared I am? Well, I figured out what scares me, and it's not the bots. I mean, yeah, they're horrifying, but when we finally come face to face, I'll either live or die. And the starkness and simplicity of that binary is, well, reassuring. What scares me is how much I like this. How a DEW feels in my hands. The kick of a coil gun. Jesus, Merc, we lived in a squat for 3 years, matching mohawks. Spent our days throbbing Razorwing or Duster, nights thrashing off slam funk gigs. We were goddamn anarchists, and now this discipline, jargon, uniforms, and I like it. That's what terrifies me, Merc. No crisp, reassuring binary here. I'm loving what I hate or hated. So does that mean my entire life was just a pose, or that the person I was is already dead? I don't know. I try to tell myself it's different. It's a different kind of war. Survival, not profits. I try to tell myself it's just a different kind of direct action. I mean, what are the bots if not the ultimate capitalist stooges, right? But thinking just tires me out. All I know is we've got to fight until Zero Dawn is ready. If I end up surviving this, guess I can worry about my politics then. Love to you and little Sid, Izzy.
Yeah. Yes, Allie, that's essentially what happened. They did not phase out human armies. The corporations made so many robot warriors fighting robots that they were like, we'll just sell out people. We'll just, I think that was one of the first floor things we did was like the UK vets were talking about that. But they essentially convinced all the countries to like stop having real armies and they gave them robot armies and they decommissioned all human fighting forces. We're gonna get into the what happens next, but uh, they do end up pulling the human forces back into fighting robots, like when the robots need to be fought.
Yes. If I have to listen to that rancid "Do Your Part for Zero Dawn" song one more time, I swear I'm going to stab out my eardrums before the melody can fester in my ear canals. It is not inspiring. It is not stirring. It is dreck that makes me want to kill myself before the robots even get a chance. I would literally give my life right now to kill the asshole who composed that goddamn thing. Ugh. Can't this apocalypse at least have a decent soundtrack?
Real.
If that isn't Snick right there, I don't know what is.
Is he still here? Snack, are you here? This is you. Can't this apocalypse at least have a decent soundtrack?
Literally.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Yawn. Okay. It's the string quartet on the Titanic. um, from Teresa Sanders to Sarah Peterson, subject your gift. Hi, Sarah. I want to thank you for your gift, but not for the reasons you think. A little recap. I told you that I needed to enlist and fight this fight, that I'd be a coward not to do so. In response, you called me disloyal and shut me out for days. So I do as I said I'd do, if you'll remember. I was the one in this relationship who actually did that and joined up.
Damn.
Did I know I was leaving you behind? Yes. Did I feel bad about it? Yes. Then 2 days into basic, I get a package from you. I open it. There's a gift inside. What's the gift? A stuffed armadillo. A stuffed armadillo? Am I kidding? No, not kidding. Attached to said armadillo is a note. What's the note say? Does it actually say, I'm sorry, hun, armadilling with some personal issues? Oh, sorry. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Yes, I regret to inform you that the note does in fact say, as thought, say that, as though that, whatever you care to call that, begins to explain and justify your behavior.
My
Um,
God.
okay. Which is why I want to thank you. Talking to other enlistees, hearing them describe their girls and guys, I start to see us through a rose-colored filter. I was actually starting to wonder if I'd made the wrong choice. But that package and what it contained, what a wallop between the eyes that was. All doubts extinguished. You're an utter idiot, Sarah. A trivial, empty-headed imbecile. Given the choice between fighting killer robots and spending another day with you, hun, that ain't no choice at all. Don't contact me again.
Fuck, Teresa. That's
That
crazy.
is a mic drop. Incredible. Dang. But also,
Armadillo with some personal issues.
personal stuff. No, that, if that was a lesser uh transgression that was committed, that would get me. I'd be like, ah, hell. I
Yeah, no.
forgive you.
Ignoring you at the end of the world right before you leave and die forever is not forgivable
That ain't
for an
it.
armadillo.
Oh man. That was hilarious. I'm really glad we're reading these.
Me too.
From Grant Rowe to Mom. Subject, no subject. Dear Mom, I heard some guys jabbering about a breakthrough on the Atlantic today. Said southern Jersey, Philly, northern Delaware is just gone. NYC nearly surrounded. My CO won't confirm or deny, and since we stopped using OGS, I can't check the feeds. But everyone's talking about it, and all I know is, if it's true, Vineland was right in the middle of it, and that means you were in the middle of it. In which case, I'm writing to a goddamn ghost, like a goddamn fool. Ah, screw this. Screw Enduring Victory and Zero Dawn, and everyone and everything else. Honorable service, my ass. I should have stayed home so you didn't have to die alone. Grant.
That's so sad.
Yeah, things are getting real. Great, I'm in the civilian guard less than a day, and already I've pissed everyone off. Trigger discipline, asshole. How was I supposed to know anything from trigger discipline? Like I ever held a gun outside of a holo game. No one got hurt, but the sergeant, what a jerk, said the processor I blew up was worth about 20, 30, or 40 mil. The estimate went up every time you screamed about it. Made the entire platoon drop and give him 50 push-ups. Oh my gosh, we're getting a raid!
We are getting a raid. Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
raiders!
Pink. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. We are reading a lot of lore.
So much lore.
Welcome. Thank you for your cake. Thanks for the
I love
cake.
cake.
What were you playing?
Oh, by the way, this is Meg. She's the actual streamer here. I am
Hello.
Kat. I am guest to bear burden of reading lore because there's a lot of it.
There's
Ooh,
a
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. That sounds solid. Uh, sorry.
I don't claim her. Just kidding, I do.
Boo. If we were in M stream, I would be arrested right now.
You absolutely would.
See, don't get
I
it.
She's just being they're just being nice.
Don't say that.
sometimes known as Greg.
That's true.
Ghost has just been
It's
renamed to
Greg.
Greg. Anyways, welcome in. Thank you for bringing some friends.
Yeah, thank you. We are unfortunately not doing anything terribly exciting. We are reading through much lore before we wrap up the end of the game, but the lore is really funny if that does anything for you.
We did just get to the very serious lore,
Oh yeah.
but
The world.
oh, that's valid. It is such a fun game.
It's very fun. It is very long. It's very long.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
put a lot of hours into it, and I am like running around and looting everything, but
True. She's gonna 100% the game for sure. But we have been like kind of skipping over a lot of the lore, and we wanted to go back and read it all because this is my favorite story of all times, and I made Meg play it. So I want to know all the lore.
we're saving it for posterity for Cat later when she wants to know the lore again.
Exactly. Yeah, the story's seriously incredible. I mean, right now we're just getting to the end of like the world building little data points. Because it's really just about like, and she hasn't actually played it. That's true. I haven't. I haven't actually played it myself. I just have watched. But the game is so good, even if I don't play it.
True. Oh, before you get going again, thank you so much for following Slim Rendy and for lurking. Appreciate you. Welcome to the gang.
Oh yeah, can we give do we have like
I
a
don't
shout
have
out
a
to
shout
Meg?
out yet. I don't think. I do have a hug. I can do a hug.
We weren't expecting any raids.
I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby.
She's just a little guy. So thank you.
But thank you. I do appreciate it. Thanks for joining and hanging with your gang. Oh, awesome.
Well, super nice. I followed you, so I'll be in your stream at some point because I want to see what you're all about.
Oh yeah, Dog Cake streamed some really good vintage games and stuff.
Oh. Oh no, I haven't played. I haven't played many of the games that I love. Actually, nearly all of them. I I only recently got a computer that allows me to game. So I've been living vicariously for many years.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree. I'm fine with it. Plus I've always really liked watching games. I've never minded it. And I'm really bad at games. I don't have the coordination.
There's nothing wrong with that either. As a resident
So,
also bad at games.
yeah, I just started playing what's it called? Crime Scene Cleaner for the first time myself. And I'm always like stopping for a second to remember my keybinds. I'm so bad at games. I'm such an old lady sometimes. Anyways. Am I
Did
Oh,
we finish
by
this one?
curious. Sorry, no, sorry. Maybe? Oh, no. Okay.
What?
Um I got distracted by curious. Which I think means plays games and watches games.
Maybe. Allie, what
Or
did you
just
mean
in
by
general.
that? Sometimes Allie just says things and we don't really understand.
No,
It's
and
like
that
she's
makes
trying to
sense when
speak with us.
it's like she's trying to speak with
Oh,
us.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know it.
Yeah, you were right. It's like
Oh,
vicarious.
curiously, got it. That makes sense. Yes. In both senses of the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this is why Nibby loves you so much, because she also does that. She just says stuff.
True. All right.
Anyways.
Where were we in the middle of this?
Made the entire platoon give him 50 push-ups, then run 10 clicks. Hopefully that wore everyone out too much to give me a blanket party. Rather not be crapping blood for the next 4 weeks.
What is a
What?
blanket party?
What is a blanket party? And why does it make you crap blood?
I maybe it's like when they beat you up, but like put blankets on you and then beat you up. I don't think the military freaking sucks
That's fair.
in that sense.
For
In
many
this
reasons, yes.
fantasy world.
Well, in this world and in general.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't really want to find out what a blanket party is.
No, I don't either. This sucks. I agree though, it does suck, man.
Yeah.
That was horrifying. Agreed. A lot of this
Anyways.
lore is horrifying.
Hazing a bit in it.
True is.
Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. Woof. Okay, here we go. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, another thing to be haunted by them. Moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer. Oh my, as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. And I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once. Two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary, I can hear them cheering. Cheering the MRB for saving our asses, covering our evac back there, crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow, good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again.
Damn.
That was dark.
Welcome back, Nibby. You made it through the shower trenches. I'm so glad that you didn't pass out for real and you almost passed out only twice.
You know what? That's a win.
It's a win.
Great job. We got raided while you were gone, Nibby.
We sure did.
We have new friends.
Doll Cake is here. Slim has lurked.
Yeah, trauma trigger letter warning, for real.
Yeah, sorry, friends. Sorry, new friends. This is very traumatic stream.
I guess so, yeah. Just got back. Ho Chi Minh's gone. Barely got out. 2/3 of the brigade didn't. Fell back to Bien Hoa along QL1K with scads of those cockroach bastards in pursuit. Kept blasting the whole ride. Must have killed 15 scarabs. Got so frenzied, Blue had to pry my hands off the triggers and yank me out of the DEW turret when we reached the port and carry me onto the vert. Couldn't stop screaming, and then the verts lift off and we come under fire not from bots, but from a Vietnamese battery. CO called it friendly fire, but that's crap. They were just pissed because we were bugging out and they couldn't. Oh my god. And now we're back in the USA, and the CO is calling a qualified success because we delayed the bots by several days, and time is what Zero Dawn needs. Said we'd have a new mission tomorrow. Oh my god.
That sounds horrifying. So, like, you're in the middle of a war zone and you're trying to get out, and then, like, another troop that isn't getting out, like, starts shooting at you because they're pissed that you're, like, leaving.
Abandoning them? Yeah. You're like, well, peace out, Vietnamese people. Sucks to suck. Ouch. Are we spiking the bubbles or hacking the disco ball? Asking the real questions.
At least they understand each other, and that's what matters.
Yeah. And that is, you know what? I'm so happy for them.
You know, I'm not going to say why.
Okay. Oh, staying alive. I get it. Editorial. What does Odyssey say about who we value? March 8th, 2041. If you've been paying attention to all the public outrage in response to last week's announcements of the Odyssey project, you'd be forgiven for mistaking the proposed colony ship for a gold-plated space chariot that the world's trillionaires are conspiring to use to escape the climate catastrophe, leaving the rest of us to choke and drown and starve while the Richies rocket off to Sirius. Okay. One Earth spokesman Azar Safavi, went so far as to say the ability to drive the planet nearly to extinction and then even consider leaving it behind is the sole provenance of the obscenely criminally rich. Dander up, hackles raised, you bet. Only problem is, Azar's got it all wrong. The Odyssey is not a cosmic escape pod for CEOs. It's a rare instance of long term thinking in the midst of our collective disaster. Even if every aspect of the project goes swimmingly, which we all know will never happen, the ship won't even launch from orbit until 2080, by which time, let's face it, our species will either have found a way to reverse the climate or will have perished. Nor is the Odyssey a vanity project funded by the preposterously wealthy. It is rather a yet again rare instance of an international project co-founded, by 5 nations: US, the Western European Alliance, India, China, and Japan. Yes, the project will accept donations by wealthy individuals, but the donations will not buy a seat on the ship. The vast majority of the Odyssey's human passengers will not be old, rich, and smug, but very young, as in embryonic. The entire point of the project is to spawn a human population on the exoplanet Data Corrupted.
Right.
She feeled on my me till I DIC. Till I dick. She field
Why are you voicing
medic.
it for?
Field medic.
Field medic. Third take.
Woof.
Keep cooking. Keep cooking. We're almost done.
Okay.
We have 4 more of these left.
That's true. We
Great
are
cat.
close. Thanks. Odyssey fusion drives ready for installation. Mumbai, April 17, 2051. Speaking at a press conference today, Odyssey India Chief Science Officer Jasinder Prajapati, so sorry, announced that all components of the colony ship fusion propulsion units have been printed, tested, and are ready for installation. We are ready to build the Odyssey's engines, he said. So if my international colleagues would be so kind as to resolve their differences, perhaps the installed project can finally go somewhere. His arch comments referred to ongoing financial and labor disputes between Odyssey America and Odyssey Euro West, as well as tensions over rare earth deposits in Data Corrupted.
Right. So that's super promising that the Odyssey is already struggling to be built.
Yeah. Funeral for an obsolete future. An Odyssey to nowhere. 25 persons from 5 nations stand before the offices of Odyssey Euro West, hands clasped solemnly at their waists or held stiffly at their sides. Some are politicians, some are businessmen. These days, is there a difference? Valid. Some are scientists. Slowly, Gerhard Weiss steps to the podium. I regret to announce that, as of today, the Odyssey is no more. What exists of the vessel will be abandoned in orbit. All personnel will collect severance income and be released from their contracts. The sad fact is that our species' greatest hope for an extraplanetary future was never able to escape the gravity of terrestrial, all-too-human conflicts. Weiss sighs. Perhaps the innovations we pioneered will help improve the lives of future generations. Time will tell.
He's talking about the embryo things that Horizon Zero Dawn used. Because it was Odyssey tech. When he's saying right there, like at the innovation, hopefully the innovations we pioneered will help improve the lives of future generations.
Yes.
They lent the technology that they developed to send embryos to a planet to Horizon Zero Dawn for use in their genetic projects as well.
Correct. Which is lucky.
He'll be Unk by then, yeah, for sure.
Dalgard opens up about Far Zenith a little. Oswald Dalgard never stopped smiling. Before last month, the Danish tech wunderkind was known primarily as the creator of and CEO of AllSeeing.Hollow, the world's most popular hollow film sharing service. But for the past few weeks, Dalgard has been the public face of Far Zenith, the self-described futurist consortium. Responsible for reviving the Odyssey colony ship project, Oswald seems an unlikely spokesman for a shadowy group of billionaires, but maybe that's the point. He's a bright-eyed, handsome, in a nerdy, rail-thin way, endlessly enthusiastic. When I arrive at the all-seeing offices for our interview, he glances behind me as if waiting for a holocamera crew to swarm in my wake. So this will be published as text. An article? He speaks English with barely any accent at all. I nod, and his smile impossibly widens. This is just incredible. Really. Real super quaint. I love it. Oswald's countenance may be exuberantly inviting, but the organization for which he serves as mouthpiece is anything but. To date, he is the only publicly acknowledged member of Far Zenith, which claims to comprise 77 of the world's wealthiest persons. It's more fun this way, don't you think? Asks Oswald. The mystery. It's what you would call it. It's stagecraft. Far Zenith is as much performance art as it is a functional futurist endeavor. Although it's that as well. I can tell you that there's nothing sinister about it. We are devoted not only to extending humanity's legacy beyond the solar system, but also to making the world sexier, I suppose. Okay. More interesting. Far Zenith is science and transcendence, but it's also fashion, rock and roll, you see? No?
No.
Well, no, I don't, but I don't tell Oswald that. Instead, I ask him a question that's been on my mind, on the minds of a lot of people since Far Zenith purchased the unfinished colony ship. If the combined efforts of the US, China, India, Japan, and Western European alliance couldn't finish the Odyssey, what makes Far Zenith think it can? Ah, he says, here's where I get to blow your mind. Very exciting. We are not interested in escaping a dying world. For us, this is not an act of panic or adrenaline survival reflex. The Odyssey, under the stewardship of Far Zenith, will be a triumph, not a retreat. This is why we will succeed. Why we already have succeeded, really. Oswald makes it hard to press for answers. His answers are labyrinthine, but something in his tone and his body language makes them feel downright linear. How much of this is a put on and data corrupted? So, Far Zenith, a bunch of mysterious, shady billionaires, bought the Odyssey, the unfinished Odyssey project, and decided they were gonna
That's
try to make it happen.
gross.
For the rich people. So it wasn't originally supposed to be for rich people, but they gonna make it for rich people.
Assholes.
Yeah. Far Zenith, Odyssey ready for... I missed it. Anyways, we're not blind to the irony of making... Oh, High Orbit. We're not blind to the irony of making this announcement on April 1st, said Far Zenith spokesman Oswald Dahlgrad in the live holocast, that's so close to Holocaust, this morning. But I can assure you, this is not a prank. Construction on the Odyssey is complete. All systems appear to be entirely operational. In short, we're ready to go. And all that remains is to run comprehensive system tests, especially of the bleeding-edge antimatter pulse drives. I don't like bleeding edge. And resolve various minor logistical details. The announcement comes a mere 4 years after Far Zenith's purchase of the derelict... only 4 years? Of the derelict Odyssey, abandoned in orbit in July 2057. Dahlgrad wrapped the announcement by fielding questions from press logons. Of the size of the crew, Dahlgrad said, adult humans, very minimal, 50 to 60 individuals. But of course, the living and breathing folks aren't the real headcount here. That'd be the 200,000 zygotes in cryo storage. When asked about the projected launch date, Dahlgrad answered, we're absolutely going to hit this July date. Obviously, we would have loved another few years to train our crew, but with the situation on Earth deteriorating as it is, we've decided to move aggressively. Asked if he has any parting words for humanity, Oswald nods sullenly. We share the hope that Zero Dawn will reverse Earth's terrible crisis. Either way, we at Far Zenith are committed to doing all we can to ensure that humanity has a future, if not on its home planet, then elsewhere. As to the remaining 76 members of Far Zenith and their identities, Dalgrad remained characteristically coy. They're fine, he said. Thanks for asking. Yucky. Macarena slowed down in the background with fighter jets screaming. Please get some sleep, Nibby. Meg, are you dead?
Yeah, I muted myself. I was saying,
Oh,
Nibby, please let your sleep monster consume you.
exactly.
Yeah, precisely. We have an ad break coming up in like 2 minutes. We're done with world stuff now. So
That was the last one?
that was last one. Yeah.
Dang.
Mhm. So, um, these ones will need to be read. These ones we're just gonna scan through. These we will summarize, and then the rest like play themselves. So really, we really need you to read these ones. Quests. When we get back, um,
Hmm.
we will either do those if you want to do those, or we can go and do our um Apocalypse Shitstorm tour.
Totally up to you. I'm cool either way.
Okay.
Good night, Nibby. Love you.
Maybe. Please have sweet dreams. Feel so much better tomorrow. It's an order. All right, friends, we're
It's
gonna
an order.
take a break. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. I will run ads in the middle of the break, so you're not gonna miss anything. Um, and I think we'll do the Apocalypse Storm when we come back. Lion, Lion, be here or be queer. You know how it goes. Hey guys,
Or both.
or be both. Be here and be queer. Lion has been waiting for the Apocalypse Storm.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're here. We have them all. Okay. See you in 5 minutes. Hello. That was the important part.
Hello, also back. Thoughts on a pocket shitstorm and then more lore tomorrow, mayhaps?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
good with that actually.
okay. Because I was like, you could go on without me, but it just was.
No, I think we'll do that and then wrap up because CJ and I were just talking about watching Obsession. And I was like, this is going to take
Uh,
us another couple hours probably, and I don't want, yeah, so that would be perfect.
yeah. Because I'm fine doing like, even if we like do it earlier in the day. So, like, I know that Kelsey said she had something in the
The evening, yeah.
evening tomorrow. So, like, we could do it during the day tomorrow so that Kelsey could be there. Although tomorrow is the 4th of July, I don't know if people have plans. I don't.
I don't either. So that's fine with me.
So,
And then if it's cool with Kelsey, if she's there, that's awesome. If she watches on VOD, it will still be, we'll do it in like a little,
yeah.
we'll do like a second half kind of thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Is Lion here for the Apoca shitstorm? If not, I guess VOD, or we can wait. I don't know. It's up to
if
you.
not, we can, she'll VOD. She VODs. We'll tell her,
Okay.
time stamp it for her and send her back.
Okay. VOD Lion it is. If she's not here.
True. Oh, we are gonna do the Pocket Storm tonight, right now, and then we're gonna end stream for the night, and then tomorrow we will do the second half of it, but like earlier in the day. So hopefully you can make it.
Yes. Because we remember you had something going on tomorrow night.
And Lion is wrangling children. Yeah. If you need to VOD the
Ah,
second half, then that's okay. So Lion, if she's not here because she's wrangling children, then um she will be here for
VOD
yeah, she'll VOD
Lion.
VOD Lion. It's fine.
Great. Okay, so sorry, I forgot the first one is 9
Rice
of
orb
the Apoc.
near sunfall. That is not. I can't count.
So,
I was like, oh, they're base 5. They're not. They were base 4.
okay. So we'll listen to what he has to say.
Yep.
Apoca Shitstorm Tour, Day 1. Where better to start than at the end? Or where the end started anyway? Round 0, where it all came crashing down. My career first, then everything else. And I mean everything.
Maybe we
Sorry, I
can.
was
Yeah, it's okay. If you want to do this first one, then I'll do the next one. We can just like take turns
okay.
reading the letters.
Oh,
Audio
audio's
is
kind of
kind of. It's because I turned it down so it would be low. Or us. Give me 1 second.
okay.
We haven't listened to like anything on the game yet. I might have turned it too low. Hang on. I'm gonna
I
replay it just so Kels can tell me if it's still too low.
okay.
Apoca Shitstorm Tour, Day 1. Where better to start
Is that
than
better?
at the end? Or where the end started anyway? Round 0,
No,
where it all
no,
came
pause, man.
crashing
Stop.
down.
Don't
Apoca
keep a little
Shitstorm
higher,
Tour.
please. Okay.
Apoca
Okay.
Shitstorm Tour, Day 1. Where better to start than at the end? Or where the end started anyway? Round 0, where it all came crashing down. My
Okay,
career
perfect.
first,
We good.
and everything.
Okay. Hi, Ma. Remember how ecstatic we were when I landed a job here? Aerospace control engineer at Faro Automated Solutions, straight out of Stanford U. Saturday, I was tossing a mortar board. Monday, I'm an employee of the biggest corporation on earth. Starting wage, 6 times basic. It was a dream come true. Yours as much as mine. When I found out I'd landed the gig, I waited until graduation day to tell you in person. You were so proud. You hugged me 5 minutes straight, laughing and crying at the same time, saying over and over, onwards and upwards, the start of great things. I thought so too. It seemed as though nothing bad would ever happen to us ever again. But bad did happen, of course. More bad than I ever knew was possible. And while I can't blame FAS for making you sick, Metallurgic gets the credit for that. I can make I can sure as hell blame Pharaoh for the rest. But let's talk about the end of the world later. It plays a part in this story, of course. If I hadn't found out what was coming, I wouldn't be doing this, leaving these time capsules behind. But the apocalypse isn't the story I want to tell. This is going to be about our family, about us. It's time to get going. I spent enough of my life in the shadow of this place. I've got 11 more vantage spikes in the trunk of this Sabara I rented, and some pretty good ideas for where to sink them. So let's get the hell away from this place and start sinking.
He like 13 reasons why. He like recorded his like,
Li-
oh my god. Here are my tapes.
yeah, for real. That's what's happening.
I understand. The world is falling apart and he's mad about it.
Plus, imagine if he actually is that guy.
Oh, yeah, true.
Remember?
Okay.
Oh, right. The next one is 1.
A pocket Storm tour, day 2. My father guest lectured here. A 300 level military history course on the age of human air power. Might as well have been teaching medieval siege tactics.
Hi,
I
Ma.
was 8 when he
You
died.
brought me here once to see Baba teach. I didn't know it at the time, but the class was like something out of the 20th century. He stood behind a lectern in a real space lecture hall, raising his unamplified voice to be heard by flesh and blood cadets seated in plastic chairs. This being 45 or 46, our air forces must have already been 60 to 70% automated, but the academy was still old school, literally. I suppose the quaintness of the setting fit the subject he was teaching. The Age of Human Air Power, 1909 to question mark. The cadets probably thought the question marks were wishful thinking or willful ignorance. From their perspective, the era of human pilot was already over. But not for Baba. I can still see the medals he kept in that drawer in the bedroom. The inscriptions in Sanskrit, touch the sky with glory, you said one meant. Even as a Commodore in the IAF, he kept flying. He still remembered what it was like to sit in a cockpit with his hand on the stick and his finger on the trigger. And that's how he died. June 5th, 2048. At the funeral, some Metallurgic International rep said we should be proud he died defending free markets. Even then, I knew that was a lie. He died defending Metallurgic International's claim on a tantalum mine. That's what he died for. And why stop the truth telling there? Really, he died because Metallurgic International wasn't yet rich enough to afford a fully automated fleet, because it wasn't cost effective to upgrade a military surplus Razor Wing with improved electronic warfare gear. He died because human combat pilots were just as obsolete as the crates they put them in and just as expendable. When he spiraled into the jungle, our family crashed with him. For weeks you couldn't get out of bed. And then came the hospital, me staying with neighbors. Even after you recovered, even when you said all the right things and promised we'd be okay, I didn't believe it. Something had broken between us. I felt like an orphan, and nothing seemed to matter anymore, which is how I lived for the next 7 years until it almost killed me.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting I'm up. Number 3.
The Pocket Shitstorm Tour, Day 3. I was 13 when I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I
Yeah, that
was.
was devastating.
Hi, Ma. Like me, Star was a problem kid, but he wasn't really smart enough to get into trouble on his own. I didn't tell him my real motivations, just made breaking into the museum and vandalizing it sound like a fun thing to do high on Duster. I was only 13, but my combined interest in tech and drugs had already acquainted me with the basics of hacking security systems. I used a jammer to bypass a window alarm and then got to work. I toppled hollow exhibits, smashed dioramas, yanked display panels off the walls, and smashed those too. I forgot all about Star until he yelped about flying glass. He was just standing there, holding his cheek, staring at me with big, scared eyes, whining about how this was crazy and I was going to get us arrested. He was right about the arrest. Getting caught was part of my plan, but wrong about the crazy. My one boy orgy of destruction wasn't some kind of drug-soaked psychotic frenzy. It was a calculated attack. Not on the museum, on Wyatt. You started dating Wyatt a few weeks before, and I didn't like him. I wanted him gone. When you had him over for dinner, one of the many boring things he droned on about was how he served on the board of the museum and oversaw its technology purchases. Anyway, as I was saying, Star was right to think we were going to get arrested. It went down quick. Star began screaming about how he was burning all over, and the next thing I knew, I was face down in a mound of expanding foam. The police bots never even warned us. Compared to Star, I got off easy. I've never been on the business end of a microwave gun, but they say it hurts like hell. Gosh, that sounds terrible. I was still picking bits of that foam out of my hair for a week later, though. Fines and damages came to 18 months of basic income. So it wasn't just shame that my actions brought down on the family, but financial catastrophe too. Which is why the plan backfired. I didn't push Wyatt away. I handed him a golden opportunity. He stepped in and paid the bill, and it was only a month or two before you got engaged. It's weird, but lately I've been dreaming about that night. I keep seeing the first projector I toppled, watching that hologram of a pioneer woman slew sideways and spin to the floor like a bowling pin as the emitter crashed over. A zap and a flicker and she was gone. History shorting out. Kind of like now. I wonder if anyone will survive to build museums about us.
Yikes.
Yeah, heavy. All of it's heavy. The next one is 2.
A Pocket Shitstorm Tour, Day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old ziggurat. Wyatt's office was on the second floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace
Hi, Ma.
romances, he
Looking
probably
back,
wrote
it's
it.
almost comical how much I detested Wyatt. I hated everything about him. His lumpy face, his bad skin, his always calm voice, his out-of-style suits, and especially his stupid cowboy name. I don't care how badly you want to assimilate, there's never any excuse for naming your kid after a gunfighter. I couldn't believe he would replace my Baba, a decorated combat flyer, with a corporate drone, so I made it as hard for you as I could. I was beyond cruel. I accused you to your face of only being interested in Wyatt for his money, called you, my own mother, a gold digger, and worse. Refused to attend the wedding, then got myself arrested the night before just to cinch the point. It took me years to understand the obvious. Of course, you married him for his money. Not for my sake, not yours. Before Wyatt, the job you were working didn't even cover food and rent. When you didn't get overtime, we slipped deeper into debt or went hungry. You literally couldn't afford to spend time at home, let alone pay for childcare or rent a nanny bot. Meanwhile, your son was out of control, a truant and a thief, not even out of junior high, and already a drug addict. If you'd only had yourself to worry about, I think you would have politely refused Wyatt's interest. You were no stranger to hardship. Compared to what you went through getting out of Kolkata in 2037, Simple poverty probably seemed like a cakewalk. You knew how to survive, but your son didn't. I was headed nowhere at ramming speed. You married Wyatt to save me, for the stability and opportunities his money could provide. It wound up working, but not as smoothly as you hoped. Before I could be saved, I had to die first. But that's a story for the amphitheater.
Next is 11.
Here we go.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 5. The gray swarms opened for Turtle Smash the night I OD'd here. Or so the police report said, anyway. I was 15 years old. When I woke in the hospital, 2 days later, your face was the first thing I saw.
Hi, Ma. I don't remember anything about the concert, the bands, the music, the crowd. I was too throttled on Skydive and Snake that night to distinguish the thunder of Bashcore from the whir of blood in my head. And then I ran across a pusher who was selling Razorwing for $8 a tab. That's right, Razorwing, a certain designer stimulant named after a certain late 30s fighter craft that our family had a certain unpleasant association with. So I declined the offer, heeded the ominous portent, and got the hell out of there, right? Or maybe what I did was buy 4 tabs and take them all at once. Yeah, did that. According to the police report, I went berserk and attacked the pusher, then set fire to his stash, and then went after the security drones that showed up. I didn't get far. The drones put 50,000 volts through me, which wouldn't have been such a big deal if my heart hadn't already been hammering along at triple time. The shock flat out killed me. The medbots came fast as they could, but the first glitched out and the second got hung up in the crowd, so I was dead for almost 2 minutes. And even after they revived me, my condition was touch and go on account of all the substances sloshing through my veins. When I came out of the coma, your face was the first thing I saw. You'd been crying, your makeup was smudged, dark lines down your cheeks. When our eyes met, I expected you to start yelling, and weak as I was ready to yell back. Not even a coma could break my defiance. But you didn't yell. You quietly asked Wyatt to wait in the hall and then pushed your chair right up to the edge of my bed and took my hand. I wanted to jerk my hand back, but I couldn't. It wasn't the strength of your grip that stopped me, but the warmth of your hand, the gentleness with which you took mine. When you spoke, your voice was quiet, just above a whisper. When I lost your Baba 7 years ago, you were my only reason to go on living. Your gaze lifted to the medical equipment surrounding us, the tubes and the blinking lights. You shook your head. Why do you live like no one loves you? Don't you realize that if you die, all my hopes and dreams, and all the hopes and dreams of your father die with you? You reached and touched my hair, and like a thunder crack, I broke. Or maybe I was just snapping back together. I lay there sobbing, and for what felt like years, the whole time, you never took your hand away, and I didn't either. The next day, I agreed to go into treatment. I wish I could say I never picked up again, but as we both know, that's not exactly how things turned out.
Fuck, that was rough.
Yeah, I feel that one real hard. That hurt me.
That hurt me.
The
They're
next one is 12, actually.
they're from a kid last name. I think, what did it say? Mal. These kids are making you miss everything. I'm so sorry. You'll be able to go back and watch it on the VOD. We will make sure to figure out when the timestamp was for you.
We don't know who they're from.
What was, I think it was this one? Banner Day for the Mati family. His last name is Mati. That's all we know.
Yes. M-A-T-I.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. No, I was just going to say we don't know who he is yet, but we have suspicions. We'll get to that.
Storm Tour, Day 6. I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the Metallurgist play the Hearts Wayfarers. The Emmett jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
Hi, Ma. So this would have been late May or early June. I was only a week or two out of rehab, still feeling pretty raw, pretty jangly about sober life. You'd already gone toe to toe with Mr. Gearson, that jerk principal who tried to block my readmission. I was looking at 8 weeks of summer school to make up for all the courses I'd flunked, but I didn't mind. Without drugs, I didn't really know what to do with myself yet, so I welcomed the structure. The metallurgists were playing the Wayfarers, and as usual, Wyatt had box tickets, but this was the first time I'd agreed to go. Hell, it was probably the first time I'd ever agreed to do anything as a family. In retrospect, I'm surprised Wyatt was willing to bring his hellion stepson to a public event so soon. I'd seen teams slug it out on Hollow before, of course, in the but seeing it in the real was a whole other thing. The size of the machines, their speed, and the way they bashed each other to pieces, it was kind of intense. Or it was intense. All at once, my fascination with tech, which had kind of faded as I'd sunk into the drugs, came roaring back. When Homie Ramen, the team's chief engineer, stopped by the box at halftime, I was all over him, blasting him with questions like a one-boy press conference. Looking back, it wouldn't surprise me if you took me to that game hoping to get me excited about tech before I headed into summer school. Or was it that you wanted me to catch a glimpse of corporate privilege? It was always your dream that I'd end up in engineering or business. Well, there was plenty of engineering on display when Connor 12 scored with an 18-meter rocket jump, and plenty of VPs and even sea levels in the box with us when we cheered the goal. Yeah, it was a setup. You knew what you were doing. Always did.
Moms.
Mhm.
Next is 6.
A pocket shitstorm tore day 7. I was 3 months out of rehab when we went camping out here. Wyatt went to sleep early, so it was just the two of us when we stayed up and watched the Perseids. After, as we talked about the stars and space tech, I suddenly knew what I wanted to do with my life.
Hi, Ma. It was August. Summer school had wrapped, and I'd aced my courses. So I was heading back to 10th grade with a good head of steam. As a reward for my studies and my sobriety, you and Wyatt gave me a Fullerton Labs Astro Prodigy and took me camping to watch the Perseids at their peak. I was amped. Wyatt spent all afternoon struggling with a self-constructing shelter he'd bought for the trip until he finally gave up and built the damn thing manually. Well, the sleeping pods anyway. While we made a fire and cooked dinner. It must have taken a lot out of him because Wyatt was nodding off at dinner and went to bed soon after. As night fell, we sat and watched the meteors streak across the sky like fingernail scratches, marveling at their abundance, laughing our delight. After an hour or so, you asked me to teach you the constellations, so I launched the Astro Prodigy and played Professor, spouting off about each star group as the drone magnified them. Later, I had it zoomed in on the Odyssey, which was still being constructed in orbit back then. It was another year or two before they abandoned it. We could actually see the robots building it, zipping across the hole like little fireflies, so I jabbered about that, which got me started on yammering about the robots that Faro and other corporations, even Metallurgic, had begun sending up to mine helium-3 from Luna and metals from the asteroid belt. The more I spoke about space tech, the more excited I became, but I was getting cold too. Deserts at night are like that. So I sat back down next to you and we huddled under the camp blanket. For a little while we were quiet. I wanted to say what I was thinking, but it felt ridiculous. But then Wyatt snored explosively from inside the shelter and we giggled, and our laughter seemed to make an opening for me to just go ahead and say it. That I, your delinquent son who'd almost flunked out of high school, who'd nearly died of an OD at a Bashcore concert, wanted to be an aerospace engineer and make the sorts of machines we'd been talking about. Robots to gather resources in the solar system, maybe even ones that could travel to the other stars and colonize new worlds. You looked at me and smiled. Then that is what you will do. And then you looked up at the night sky and said very plainly, as though it was a simple fact, you will write the story of our family across the stars. School started the next week, and I never looked back.
Damn.
Next is 4.
A cute one.
Yeah, it's precious. I feel like I have little to say about all of these because they're just, the writing is so good that I'm just like feeling it, you know?
Mhm.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 8. Holy crap. That glitched out lifter that crushed your arm and clavicle. Back before you met Wyatt. That was in a mine back beyond these falls.
Wow.
Oh, what a punk
I can't
was.
believe I just stumbled across this place. I remembered your injury, of course. I just forgot that it happened all the way out here. This was before Wyatt, obviously, when things were really hard for us. I was 12 or 13, already smoking duster every day. And you were working all the time, stuck on the job you convinced Metallurgic to give you after they stiffed us out on the death settlement. It must have been terrible, servicing mining robots in dig tunnels for 1.5 basic. But it's how you kept us fed. When the lifter injured you, the foreman said it was your fault. Said the telemetry showed human error, yours. When you told me that the telemetry had been cooked, I didn't believe you. I blamed you for your injury, same as the company. What a great kid I was. I didn't understand the situation at all. Denial of comp was a financial death blow. We were days from living on the street, which is why you pushed your grievance up the ladder, up and up until finally you wound up in Wyatt's office. He ordered an investigation, which was the right thing to do, though I've always wondered just how dispassionate his decision was. The investigation proved the telemetry had been tampered with and validated your claim, but the implants and cybernetics fixed you up good as new. By all appearances, it looked like everything that had gotten broken had been fixed. Hell, another 6 months and you and Wyatt started seeing each other. So before long, even our property was fixed. What we didn't know, of course, was that you'd been poisoned. Lubor 6 exposure from the solvents you used to keep robot joints clear. We were still years away from knowing the long-term effects, but the damage was done. You doomed yourself working a shitty job to keep me fed and clothed, and I can't even remember a single time I thanked you for it. Screw this place. Buddy.
5 is next. The things moms do, if they're good ones. Because I do know there are bad ones out there.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 9. I was setting up my tent right here when Wyatt's call came through. I came as fast as I could, but you'd already slipped into a coma.
That's
We
brutal.
never got a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah. Hi, Ma. My plan was to go camping here after the Amos 15 launch. I'd been working OT for the past 9 months, so I was pretty frazzled, and I figured I should take a weekend to relax before crunch started up again. I was setting up my tent when Wyatt's call came through. He said it was an emergency. I called a Lyft Spinvert and made it to Denver General in less than 27 minutes. I was too late. You'd already slipped into a coma. I didn't understand how that could be, but when I told Wyatt to explain, he just kept choking up, waving me toward the care station. So it was a holodoc that broke the news, how you'd been diagnosed a year earlier. The adverse reactions to gene therapy and polymer vascular replacements. The 6 months of mobile dialysis. I couldn't believe you'd kept it all a secret from me. Even at the height of crunch, I called you once or twice a week. So you just sat there, listening to me enthuse about my latest projects or complain about workplace politics. And all the while you were dying? It didn't make sense. I marched back to Wyatt, cornered him, and demanded that he explain. He said you hadn't wanted to distract me, that I was doing important work and needed to focus. You know, as though the latest Amos launch and the palladium and rhodium it'd bring to Earth mattered more than the Ma who was already here. Wyatt kept saying how proud you were of me. He even parroted that onwards and upwards phrase of yours. He said I should get back to work, and that's what you would have wanted. That he'd stay at the hospital and keep me informed. I didn't go back to work. I called in. I took arguing It took arguing my way past two supervisors, a labyrinthine automated HR menu, and a human resources AI, and an anal defensive benefits executive to activate my personal leave, but I did it. And then I sat at your bedside for the next 7 days. I kept thinking of the hospital after my OD at the amphitheater, kept thinking that if you came out of the coma, I wanted my face to be the first thing you saw. On the 8th day, they pronounced you dead. After the funeral, I went back to work, but I wasn't really there. I kept telling myself to focus, that it was okay to be there. It was what you'd wanted, after all. Onwards and upwards. But my work fell behind. When my supervisor called me in for an emergency review, I told myself to play it cool, accept the criticism, and promise to do better. It didn't go like that. I snapped and shouted at him, and then broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. 2 minutes and 3 drones later, and I was standing outside the Faro building, blinking in the sunshine, straightening my bunched up clothes. An alert on my focus indicated that I should go home for the day, then report for a disciplinary review on Monday. But I didn't go home. Another idea had risen up in my mind, already fully formed. I guess I had already been thinking of doing it for a while. I took a lift spin to Pioneer Park. 10 minutes of asking around and a truth test to show I wasn't a cop was all it took to make a connection. I went home with the drugs, started using, and didn't stop. Duster, snake, skydive, overcast, no razor wing at least. I didn't take calls, didn't show up for the disciplinary review on Monday morning. A friend stopped by and hammered the door until I answered it. When he saw what was happening, he staged a one-man intervention. I agreed to go into treatment, but I didn't harbor any illusions. Use of personal leave was bad, but use of psych SA leave, career suicide. Sure, they couldn't legally fire me for it, but I'd been around FAS long enough to know they'd find a way. My career was over. I thought I was at rock bottom, but I was wrong, of course. I still had a long way to fall.
Damn. These keep getting more and more depressing with like every single one.
Yeah. Bro is going through it.
True.
That one was 5. Next one is 10.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why
Hi,
would that
Ma.
be?
I was surprised when FAS sent me out here, and not just because the meeting was going to be held in real space. I was surprised to discover that anyone at FAS still knew I existed. When I returned to work after treatment, HR informed me I'd been reassigned to the Vantage project. It was exactly the professional death sentence I was expecting, the career equivalent to getting sent into a red zone without an environment suit. Everyone knew Vantage was one of those doomed projects FAS kept around solely for the purpose of assigning dead enders to them, especially head cases like me who couldn't be summarily fired for fear of parody litigation. Month by month, management would pile losers on a lost cause and cancel the project and lay everyone off. A ship of fools sunk with a single torpedo. Ain't wrongful dismissal if it's downsizing. I had nothing better to do, so I spent my time studying the tech. Chip design wasn't my forte, but I knew enough to admire what the engineers had accomplished with the Eternity chip. Stored data was guaranteed to last 50,000 years or more without degradation. As for Vantage itself, the project was a little more than a failed marketing plan. The idea was to promote the tech by burying unlocked Eternity chips at scenic locales around the world. Public domain time capsules where enthusiasts could cache date-locked data. The project got as far as developing the spikes, portable drill applicators, to sink the chips, then stalled when Grass Heckle encapsulates came on the market and stole Eternity's thunder. Anyway, I'd been at Vantage 3 weeks when FAS unexpectedly sent me out here for a real space meeting. Me, a dead ender, working a doomed project, dispatched to a high-security FAS R&D site inside Kings Peak. It didn't make sense. Security put me in a small conference room and told me to wait. It was downright claustrophobic. Dim lights, bad ventilation, more like an interrogation room from one of those 90s cop vids. But what really got my attention was the noises coming through the walls, the nonstop bang and clutter of construction bots building something deep in the mountain, something big. The door opened and some dupes wearing FAS badges file in. I recognize one of them, Brad Andak, a military division's replication engineer I met when I first joined the company, but I don't think he recognized me. He stayed at the back of the room the whole time looking distraught. I was about to ask what the hell was going on when a woman wearing a hijab walked in. She didn't introduce herself, but she didn't have to. It was Samina Abaji, former lead archivist of the Odyssey, architect of the entire Homer project. Not a global celebrity by any means, but if you grew up following the Odyssey project like I did, you knew her on sight. Abaji sat down and started asking extremely precise questions about the upper range tolerances of Eternity chips. Then she asked me to speculate about the feasibility of various upgrade paths. The interview lasted maybe 10 minutes, whereupon she thanked me for my time and left. Everyone else filed out after her. Security came for me a few minutes later and escorted me to my vert. The whole way back to FAS, I kept trying to figure out what had just happened. What was Samina Ibaji doing at Classified Fair R&D site asking me questions about Eternity Tech? It didn't add up. By the time I landed, I knew I wasn't going to give up until I'd puzzled it out. The worst that could happen was I'd get fired, and that was going to happen anyway. It took a couple days and some geo work, but I got a fix on Brad Andak soon enough. He was going to a different bar every night, drinking to the point of blacking out. I shadowed him until I managed to proxy his focus and dupe his net protocols. I didn't find anything strange in his financial records or media patterns. I was starting to think I'd wasted my time. Then I accessed his Dreambox account and found the journal he'd been keeping for the past few weeks. It was all there, how the world would end. My first thought was, well, at least my ma didn't live to see this. My second thought was that nothing mattered anymore, which made it pretty obvious that I should kill myself. Dude!
Okay. I mean, all right. Next is 8.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Day 11. I came out here to die. But instead of overdosing at Wyatt's cottage, I went out walking along the water. I was standing right here when the idea hit me. And the moment it did, I knew I had to do it.
Hi, Ma. I came here with a duffel full of drugs after I found out about the plague. I had a plan, a simple one. I figured I'd spend a few days getting high, then OD on Overcast. I guess I was still furious at Wyatt for aiding and abetting your silence. If everything had gone according to plan, my corpse would have lay rotting in the cottage for who knows how long. He would have needed the least catastrophic cleaning bots just to scrape me off the floor. A skeletal middle finger from the beyond, from beyond the grave. But things didn't go to plan. For some reason, I went out walking before I got high. I trudged along the shore, thinking of all the times we walked and talked here. How I'd changed over the years. How you'd stayed the same. Whether I was a high schooler jabbering about AP classes, or a university student gossiping about my professors, or an FAS engineer pontificating about payload yields, you were always there, always listening, always interested. And always encouraging me, of course, spurring me on, onwards and upwards. But now here I was, an abject failure, standing alone on this beach, as all around me children chased player bots across the sand, sunbathers basked, families splashed in the water or zipped past on old-timey boats, utterly oblivious to the mechanical terrors that would soon consume them. Brief moments in the sun, doomed to end in horror and amount to nothing.
Yikes.
All your love and devotion, all the sacrifices you made to support my success, what had that come to? Failure. And at such cost. We never even got a chance to say goodbye. But even if I hadn't failed, if I'd gone on succeeding, would that have been any better? The whole time I was clawing my way up the ladder at FAS, the company's military division was creating the tech that would end the world. I served the same master. Success was a ladder to nowhere. It just took falling off and landing on the Vantage project to see it. I don't know why, but the irony of that had never hit me until I was standing on this beach. That it was only because I'd failed and been assigned to Vantage, an abandoned time capsule project, that I'd found out the world was ending. Irony? More like cosmic joke. Why then did the realization hit me like an inspiration? I had access to the tech. I knew I could do it. Sure, in the end it would probably all just come to nothing, like everything else, but for 50,000 years or more, whatever data I left behind would still be there. It wouldn't be much, but it wouldn't be nothing either. I went back to the cottage, stashed the drugs, called a lift spin into town. I was going to make an end of the world tour. I figured I might as well do it in style. So I leased a Sabara and rode that to FAS. I let myself into the lab, signed out 12 Vantage spikes for testing, put them in the trunk of the Sabara, and the rest is history. It was less than 2 weeks ago. Feels like forever. When I started the tour, I figured I'd come back here and pick up where I left off, get high, then dead. But the first thing I did when I got back was incinerate the drugs. All 2.5 months of salary worth. So that bridge to oblivion has literally been burned.
Damn.
I don't know how I'm going to die, but it can't be like that. I know how you felt about me and drugs. However it happens, I can at least promise you this, I will die clean. I still have one last spike to sink, one final stop on the Grand Mystery Tour. I'll see you there.
He was gonna kill himself, but instead he was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave my mark on the world.
Yeah, but like literally. Last one is 7.
Day 12. As we watched the booster arc up into the night sky, riding a pillar of flame, you took my hand, squeezed it, and said, "You have written the story of our family across the stars."
Hi, Ma. Last stop. After this, I'll have said everything I need to. It was just a routine launch, but for us, it might as well have been Apollo 11. It was my first payload, a seeker extractor with an upgraded propulsion system I designed. The vehicle was destined for M89282, an asteroid rich in ruthenium and tungsten, a metallurgic claim as it happened, a family event through and through. So there we stood in the open air as night fell and the stars came up, and of course I was thinking of that night years before when we watched the Perseids together and talked and dreamed of this very moment. You were thinking of it too. Because when the booster launched, as it rose into the sky on its jet of flame, you took my hand and said, "You've written the story of our family across the stars." Even then, I knew it wasn't true. The vehicle was headed for a rock, not a star. It was a routine launch, not some voyage of discovery, but my heart was too full to quibble. I just smiled and squeezed your hand back. It was the finest moment of my life. You and me, Ma, onwards and upwards, the start of great things. But after you died and I broke down, the meaning of that night changed. Everything that had seemed wonderful seemed to turn rotten and false. It seemed false because it was false. I'd never written anything across the stars. Sure, I'd hoped to work on a project like that, a deep space probe or a colony ship, but it never happened. And now that my career was over, it never would. And then when I found out about the plague, the memory haunted me even more. Because it wasn't just me who failed to write a story across the stars, you see, it was all of us, our entire species. All our innovation, all our tech, all our striving, and it came to zero. I've been looking up at the stars a lot, Ma, and the only story I see written across them is that we are all small and insignificant and will soon disappear with hardly a trace left behind. It's a hard story, and I don't much like it. So I guess maybe what I've been trying to do these past 12 days is tell a different story. Not a big story written across the stars, but a tiny one written across the humble earth of the only world we ever got to know. I have no reason to think that anyone or anything will survive to ever read it, but whether that happens or not, the truth of the story remains. That once upon a time, on a planet called Earth, there lived a boy named Bashar who loved his mother very much. Goodbye, Ma, I love you. Bashar Mati, son of Amal, and Bayas Mati, stepson of Wyatt Mahanti, 24 November 2064.
Dang,
Dang.
that one hit me real hard.
He's, oh, this poor kid. What a life he lived, though.
He had a mom who loved him.
Mhm. So even if he's not the guy in Horizon Zero Dawn, he did go to Horizon Zero Dawn
Yeah. Yeah.
and like give them information. That's why that one guy was like depresso. Like it was in
Yeah.
the early
Exactly.
stages before they went into like what do you call it? Because they pulled everybody in to the actual facility and like didn't let them leave.
Right. Exactly.
What is that word I'm thinking of? It's what you do with juries.
Oh,
Seclusion.
sequester.
Sequester. Yeah.
Sequestration.
All right.
Ugh.
Very long lore stream. Um,
Very long.
we
I
will have
loved it
to
though.
do a part 2 tomorrow. It was great. There was a lot of good lore here. Um, thanks for hanging out,
Thank you.
everyone. Thanks for Kat for reading so much.
Thanks for having me, chat and Meg. Loved it. I didn't cry. You cried.
I teared up at a couple things for sure.
Woof. All right. Well, go watch your movie with your hubby.
Will do.
Crying, and it's a
Chat.
crying stream.
Kelsey definitely cried. Okay, I don't know
Ugh.
that we need to save. Did we actually even do anything? Whatever.
No, we didn't. I don't think. I mean, here we are in the same spot we were at the beginning.
I did move
um.
around and then I moved back. I don't remember what happened. I reloaded.
Mhm.
Oh, I know what happened. When we paused for a break, it was like I went and moved, or in like when I came back, it was like beating me up out of that safe spot. Like I don't know if I forgot to pause or
Oh.
whatever, and like, but the machine had definitely found me, so I came back. I reloaded. I was like, absolutely not.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah.
Well.
Thanks for
Anyways.
hanging. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night,
Love you guys.
friends. Love you guys. See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Happy 4th. If you're not going to be with us, that's okay. You can catch Lore Stream Part 2 on VOD. That's okay if that works for you. All right. Have a great night,
Okay.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.